You are now tuned into the Mindful Exchange podcast.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Chicken.
Therapeutic session. That's what I look at this shit like. Like, just kicking it.
Every time.
Because I don't give a fuck who watches, who doesn't watch, who pays attention, none of that. It's just getting up with y'all and just talking and shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, fellas? P, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a minute. I think I missed a week, right? No, maybe not. Can't remember.
A week?
Yeah, you did. Maybe two.
But everything good, man. The household good. Had some car issues. I got straightened out and shit, but everything good, man. Like, shit, I'm about to get my taxes back.
Oh,
man,
let me hold shot on you.
Shit, I got you. It's gonna be 1,000% interest.
I want a 4 for 4. That's it.
Nah,
You know, you got a date for your shit?
Yeah, they gave me this shit by the 25th. They said by the 25th.
It
So,
takes 21 days.
you know what I'm saying?
I'll say that's up to.
It got approved. You got approved. I just checked today. That shit got approved, and they said it should be here in the next like 3 business days.
Did you get approved today?
You
Get
guys
approved.
split kids when you file? Like,
Yeah, she get a kid. I get a kid. You know what I'm saying? So
I missed them days, man.
Oh yeah.
Them
I didn't
$18,000
realize-
returns.
I didn't realize how much I missed it until it was gone.
Gone forever.
I'm trying to impregnate somebody right now. That shit was crazy.
That shit helped because I would have probably.
I need that.
Nigga.
Nigga, no, you don't.
I might have
I'm
owed
gonna
something.
tell you right now. You heard this nigga?
What?
He said, I'm trying to impregnate someone right now. I need that. No, you
Bro, them
don't.
tax
Nah,
returns was crazy,
Well,
bro.
That shit ain't how you think
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
taking
be.
care of the baby all year round.
Oh, no, fuck them
is
kids. I
very
just need the
You,
money.
Nigga, you ain't even break even.
Yo, you could probably.
You sounded like you sound.
You could probably. You could
I
probably.
knew you was finna say
you could
that.
probably find somebody that'll let you
I
claim
didn't
the
even
kid. I
say
don't know
it.
how tight
My
they
sister?
are on that now.
No,
but
you know you sound.
And yeah, Andre.
yeah, P. So
Yo, hold up.
Yeah.
Did you know he
Nah,
covered the
everything
mic?
good though, man.
Did you
Shit, I'm
peep
feeling.
that?
I woke up
fellas,
with some pep.
let's focus up. Let's focus
I
up. We
woke
gotta
up with
get this
some.
moving.
I woke up with some pep in my step, nigga. I checked that app. You know what I mean? But everything good. Everything good.
How much you getting back? Huh?
So don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Something. A little
Thought he
something.
was gonna slip.
I love when the niggas sound like they about to slip. They just like, nigga, whatever,
something.
nigga.
Nigga
little
face
something.
looks so secure.
When you married,
Don't worry about it.
when you married in that tax bracket, me and Vida, we just hope we ain't got to pay.
That's what I was
Yeah.
telling.
If we
P, like,
get if we get 8, what we got like 800 back last year. I was excited.
even with a kid.
Yeah, but because we're in a different tax bracket.
Oh, because you're a
because we're
married
married.
couple.
Yeah,
See, me and Liz aren't legally
yeah. See,
married.
we're a married couple in elevated tax bracket.
Oh, elevated. What does that mean?
You know,
he-
ain't that-
He's
Hold on,
not
hold on.
middle class.
Okay.
He's not middle class.
They
What
got
does-
like the
what does
low.
that mean?
They got the lowest income, and then they have an income higher than that. It's like 50 and up.
we're-
Then it
so-
goes to
This
like
nigga's high
80,
middle
like
class.
80 and up, or 90 and up, and then over that like 100,000, and then that's like at the top.
This nigga hoodie
100,000.
wild. That nigga said,
When he said 50, I said Vida made more than 50.
whoa.
Yo, he said, elevated.
Yeah.
I
He was
just said
elevated bracket.
Elevated
So-
bracket.
You,
But-
you
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
don't know nothing about that.
I mean,
but
but you know, like the reality is like, you know, when you're established. So me and my wife, we
shit,
both.
if me and Liz were actually married and we had to file together, it would
You-
be problems.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
You owe some
When
money.
you make a couple
Oh,
I
dollars
know, I
and
be
your
owing
wife make
most
a
of the
couple.
time now, but it would be worse.
And so think about it like this: just like you and Liz,
Yeah.
me and her are on the equal playing field.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? If we up, something,
Yeah.
something decent.
I had to
and
pay
then
in for
she's
my
something
2024.
You said what?
My 2024 tax, I had to pay, and I just filed both of them this year.
Yeah.
So I got to pay $575 for 2024, and then I got back like $9
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah, I pray that we get back. Nigga, if we got back 9, I'm be so excited.
Shit, I'm
Man.
blessed this year.
My sister got back
Marathon.
11 bands.
That's what I'm saying. I used to
I'm telling
get
you.
like
Blessed
$13,000
this year.
income tax.
Hell yeah.
But it still ain't like a natural blessing because I got mad overhead. You know what I mean? Like, got
I mean,
mad
you got-
shit you paying out. You can't even look at the money the same. You know what I mean?
Word up, nigga. You got that.
I mean,
Harvard.
but there's some niggas that go blow that shit on some shit they can't afford anyway.
I am getting a new truck though. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
listen,
yeah? What
hey,
you looking
Jay.
at?
Probably another Tahoe, like a 2019.
You about to sell yours?
Nah, my wife wants to keep it.
That's collateral, man. You
yeah.
can do a lot with that.
Because
Hey.
in the wintertime, she
she
likes
gotta drive
driving
her
it because
car.
it's safer than her shit. But
If y'all out there, I know all them people that get their taxes early. if you wanna part with those food stamps, I ain't
word.
gonna be mad at. Holler at me. Check the description for my ad. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
another thing. Motherfuckers, there was a once upon a time when people used to be cool with selling you stamps. It was never any drama, it was just regular. Then it turned into nobody wants to sell you shit.
Times is hard, bro.
When they get them taxes, the end of February, early March, you better holler at me at Hoodro 44. You know what I'm saying?
I had a connect. You just gotta find them. You know what I mean? Because everybody, once you have the connect, they ain't giving it up.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find any stragglers.
I'm not in the loop properly like I used to.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Let's just say it. Let's just be
I got
real.
a question.
Go ahead.
Is it illegal to sell food stamps?
Yes.
And is it illegal to buy food
Yes.
stamps?
I don't know. I don't
Y'all
buy
niggas
them.
Hold
is
on.
incriminating
Can I?
the fuck out
I
of
don't buy
Can I
them.
say
I
something?
didn't
Jetta?
say that. I said if you want to get rid of some.
Jetta,
I didn't mean buy them. I mean, shit. You got all that money from your taxes. You want
You
to
sound like a real snitch right now.
I'm just trying to help y'all
saying.
niggas out. Goddamn, I like coming to the pod. If y'all locked up, I can't come no more.
They
They don't know the inner works of this shit.
This is
I was waiting for P to say that
this
shit.
is all allegedly. Allegedly.
If you want to
Allegedly.
bless me, if you want to contribute to the United Negro
Want
Handicap
donate.
Foundation,
You want to throw a donation?
a hungry one-legged man is a terrible
How the
thing
nigga
to
with
win.
the elevated tax bracket?
Right.
That's probably why his tax bracket elevated. He scammed them motherfuckers.
Oh,
I'm cheap, motherfucker. I'm cheap.
Taxes
Yo.
and blood pressure both elevated.
Dev, how was your week,
Blood
man? How
sugar,
you been?
not
Oh, my week been lovely, man. I got some time out with the homies. Me and my wife, him and his wife did a nice little weekend last night. It was fire.
Nice.
But I got my tax what it's supposed to be. Ain't get approved yet. I'm waiting till tomorrow. I'll take that motherfucker.
I'm in the room with some wealthy niggas.
I ain't the one. Lex the wealthy nigga on this. She about to get paid. Lex finna get paid. And I'm like, damn.
Let me hold something. Let's go into the same household.
Oh God, I ain't tripping. But mine's gonna come in before her because she ain't get hers done yet. So it's gonna be like, you get this little whatever.
How many kids can you claim now? I think it was
sure.
2 or
10.
3.
Two.
You can claim
It's two,
You can claim
it's two,
up to
but
10.
you can
Yeah,
have them
but
dependent.
you only get the
if-
credit
if
for
your
two.
kid. We only. What do you mean?
Nah,
You only
hell
get
no.
the child
Earned
earned
income
income
credit?
or whatever it is. You only get them for 2 kids.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but isn't that different from claiming a kid?
I mean, you can claim
You
them
can
all
have
want.
dependents. You can have more.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get any tax
No, you don't.
breaks for that or not. I'm not sure.
Oh, damn.
Shit, I told Liz the other day. I was like, "Yo, I'm about to try and claim my dog on that bitch."
Niggas-
Nigga, there's a lawsuit that's going right now with that.
Nigga was claiming a pig in Arkansas.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
That shit work.
What's his name?
for a little while. Stupid as fuck.
Nigga claimed them, got that refund, and ate
I'm
the
claiming that bitch. That nigga came and ate all my food, picked it out. That nigga nephew, Confederate Colvin.
Shit.
But it was good though. I'm waiting on them taxes. I'm trying to put myself up a few months on bills and everything, shit
For
like
sure.
that. So, but it's good though.
beautiful things.
I'm going on vacation with my taxes.
Nephew COVID. We don't want to hear what this nigga got to say.
Elevated bracket.
How was your week, brother?
Not too bad, man. Same old same.
You're not gonna give us that bland response.
Bullshit.
Nigga. Yeah.
I'm still recovering from last night, brother.
Oh, I get it.
So what'd you do?
I got fucked up. Went and watched the Ryan Garcia fight.
Well, like at a bar?
Nah, I went to my people's house. I drank everything that had alcohol in it, bro. Listerine,
believe
it didn't matter what it
City and
was.
ass
bruh.
just walked up and took the shit.
Matter of fact, that nigga drove by me. He drove
I drove
me.
by you.
I was crossing the street on Second,
What
right
he
by
act like
Wise.
he ain't see you
He
and
went out
shit?
the window. Nah, he went out the window and was like, "Nigga, you drunk?"
He didn't even know that
I
shit
don't
was
remember
him.
that shit.
Because you was drunk.
Hell no. So I'm going on like 7 weeks. No alcohol, nigga. I was drunk.
Beautiful.
But listen, why you ain't turn around and get a nigga a ride then?
I don't remember this. It might have not been me.
Had to have been.
Seven
It
weeks,
had to.
no
You don't know
alcohol.
for a fact. You don't know for a fact.
Drunk.
I don't remember saying that shit. I tell you, I'm sorry, nigga. I would have picked you over.
It's probably mad
No,
cold
that nigga
out.
tired.
I was going to Donnie's. I was at Donnie's house.
Yo, that nigga look warm.
He's good.
Yo, Hoodie, how was your week?
My week was great, man. I'm very blessed and highly favored.
Elevated?
Yeah, I appreciate your help yesterday.
Bougie?
We did 148 kids and
I know I'm about to get a
20
cold.
teams. Yesterday at the City of Light League, we did the individual pitches for the league, so that was a real blessing. We had a really good time with that. Today, my wife got baptized. Shout out to Davida. Come, everybody, give my wife. My wife got baptized today, starting on her spiritual journey. So I'm really grateful and proud of her for elevating. And then my daughter, I appreciate Kat pulling up. My daughter had a performance today at the Black History Month thing. She read a statement of a lady, one of the first black people to dance on Broadway in Boston and in New York, and so she performed a ballet dance that she did.
That was
really
amazing,
dope.
too. I've never seen it like that up close and personal, because I was telling him, like, she locked in. As soon as, like, people were talking and all that, but when she heard that music play, she just, it's almost like got in there.
Change. Word.
I said, damn.
Yeah,
nigga.
nah, she don't play none of those games, man. She done did, a packed out Clemens Center like 10, 11 times.
Yeah.
And then, when we go to those competitions, you gotta think we got invited to Worlds.
Yeah.
So there'd be like 2,000-3,000 people in the crowd, when you're doing your solos and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
So
like an athlete, like when the whistle blow.
Yeah.
Something clicks in your head.
I think that's what I seen. That's what,
Yeah.
because she was kicking it. She was cool, chilling, went up there.
Yeah,
So it was dope, man.
after we get done, I'll show y'all before we leave. I got it in my phone.
That's tough.
But yeah, other than that, man, I'm just blessed, trying to keep moving forward, progression.
Yo, I'm in great shape, but you're a busy motherfucker, man. I need my rest, bro. Like, this nigga is busy sun up to sun down most days.
Hey.
And I could do it if I had to, right? But I want to go home and sit the fuck down. I had my knee braces on yesterday taking all these photos.
Shit.
He doing all that with one foot too.
Nah, but the thing is
got
like
a
I
bionic one.
do be busy, but I
Don't
make
do
sure
that.
I make sure I listen to you. What we talked about last year. I do be busy during the day, but by 7:30, 8 o'clock,
Chilling.
it ain't nothing
Cut all that
happening
shit out,
after
yeah.
that. I'm be in the crib.
Yeah.
I might be on my phone doing some work, or I might be sitting in bed on my laptop or something like that. But
crib.
I'm be in the crib chilling.
You strict with that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to, man.
yeah.
Gotta be.
9 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, not 6 out of 7 days of the week. I'm talking about Saturday, Sunday night too.
Yeah.
My leg is off. I'm upstairs, showered by 10 o'clock. Facts.
Bro, you didn't. We get it. You didn't. We get
That's
it.
a natural for me. So
He
this-
said my leg is off, like a cell phone is off and
Nah,
put on
but
the desk.
you
had to
gotta
turn
think
his
about
leg
it.
off.
But you gotta think about it like this.
That's ultimate chill, relax
so let's
mode. Leave
think
me
of-
the fuck alone.
Tell you
mode.
right
Nigga,
now,
my
that
leg is
nigga-
off.
that
Don't
nigga is
fucking
done.
call me. Don't ask me for
Done.
shit.
Nigga put his leg on airplane mode.
D&D.
But y'all will go home and kick your shoes off and stuff and be good, right?
Just your foot go with the shoe.
But, yeah, I can't take my shoe because even if I took my leg off, I got this big brace thing on that keeps my leg on my leg. That shit
Acknowledge
crazy.
this. He said he puts his leg on airplane.
He said that shit subtle as a bitch, too.
This nigga be saying shit in the gym every day, and I be like, yo, I gotta write this shit down.
Yeah, that shit
This
was funny
nigga
as
is fucking.
Hey, yo, do y'all know that Monica Lewinsky moved to Elmira?
Fuck no. Get
Word
the fuck
up.
out of here.
Yeah, she lived down on Clinton.
I did not have such
Oh, he got me
Bro.
3 times.
That's good. That's not even a recycled joke. There's nobody with a joke about Elmira. That was him.
I was gonna get a few motherfuckers
Yo, that shit
over
is
the
funny.
weekend with
That's
that
a good one.
Yeah, you fucked me over. That you moved down on 10. Damn.
Yeah,
That's
that was
funny as a
good.
bitch.
Damn.
Cap, how was your week, sir?
That's funny as fuck, bro. That's the funniest shit I heard in a while.
My week was good. It was really good.
He was like, "Word, where's she at?
I'm trying to see what that mouth do.
I got $40 right now. I get my taxes back on Friday, bitch."
Why your mic sound so weird?
I got this
know,
purple
yo.
dress.
Oh, you gotta hold it closer.
I got this
Do it
blue
again?
dress you can wear.
Yo. Yeah, I sound
Yeah, that's better. I think when it's further out, it sounds. My week was really good. I got a couple full weeks in at both of the programs, so back to the extra bags. I miss the kids. They miss me at McCormick. I know if you niggas keep talking when I'm talking, I'm gonna do something crazy in here,
I ain't
like
say
burn the
nothing.
house down.
Dev over there with
I ain't
the
say shit.
Dev over there
Don't do
holding
that.
them
Don't do
nuts.
that. Don't do that. Damn.
Yo, you eating something healthy,
The,
nephew?
the
Coleman?
energy, he eating them energy nuts.
Damn.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
think we should.
I've been trying to get somebody to say the P word all day.
I think that's an ultimate.
No Diddy.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it.
He said the energy. Yeah, I had a good week. Back to
Accurate
working with
description.
the kids at the facilities. What up? Me and Hoodie did the pictures yesterday. It was great. I'm fucked up right now on that one. Me and P been getting busy in the gym. The little PTSD that I think I incurred after my last medical scare, I think that shit is disappearing. And I got a better handle on my health. So I feel great. Feel strong mentally, physically, financially, spiritually.
Hell yeah.
I still
the
got to get a
leaves.
new washer, and P got a new. You got pictures of that shit, P, or video? Show, you
Oh,
gotta
that
show
shit
them niggas-
fire. I think the
you
one
got-
I sent
this
you, that
nigga-
shit
I
fire.
gotta get a new washer still, cause my shit be acting funny on the spin cycle. This nigga got a washer and dryer that got an app,
It's a smart joint.
and it do all type of shit. Like,
Samsung?
Nah, it's a LG, but it's fire though. It's like it's a LG Thin Q. They call that shit front loader, washer and dryer and shit. That shit is fire though. That shit.
That's why he got them taxes back. Shit, I can't afford
Nigga, we
this.
wearing the same sweatsuit, bro.
Nigga.
Probably a Nike shit.
about
Nah,
to
I
drop
got
my
that
shit
shit.
off at that
Yeah,
nigga
I don't got a
house.
pocket. I don't
If
got
you
a
a real
pocket.
friend, nigga, you'll
it's
wash
Nike,
my
though.
whites for me.
I told you, man.
Hell no.
$20 a load. Shit, that shit add. I'm gonna be like Hoodie out here trying to make some little side money out here.
With an elevated tax bracket.
Lucky I ain't got social
He
media.
said,
Nigga,
wash
like,
my
come
whites.
over.
That sounded insane. Like you just got a house full of whites.
It is Black History.
Connor, come over here.
You got a house full of whites.
And they stink.
Hey, Stein.
You stupid. Jetta, how was your week?
Week was good.
That's
Kids-
awesome.
That bitch
Yeah.
is high.
You gotta say something,
Nah.
bro.
Week was good, man. I ain't really do nothing. The kids had off all week. It was at their mom's all week, so
Oh, they was off for the whole week.
Oh,
We ain't never had a
week.
President's Week.
Oh,
nigga.
I can't wait till
no.
It
tomorrow,
wasn't
nigga.
President's Week. It's called
Midwinter, yeah,
break.
just a winter, just an extra shit, nigga. Like, god damn, don't y'all niggas already have enough off?
Well, they got so many snow days.
Niggas ain't
they
learning
got rid of,
shit.
They got to get
No,
rid of the
they
snow
don't have
days, too.
nothing to do with the snow days.
Pretty sure.
No, it don't. It's
What
a
is it?
midwinter break.
Yeah,
That's-
it's just
planned.
Since when, though?
That's at the end of the year.
It's been like that for
Them
quite a
snow
few
days
years now.
come at the end of the year.
Yeah.
When they like, oh, we ain't used all of them, so we gotta start dispersing them.
Yeah, that midwinter break was on the school calendar when it came
That's
out.
just what it is.
Damn.
Them groceries be dwindling when that shit be getting crazy, man.
So that's
They-
another
they,
thing that I
uh,
don't really like. That's one of the things that you realize when your
Hell yeah.
kids are gone. It's like, damn, because I
Eat a
don't
lot.
eat that much. Liz don't eat that much.
Breakfast,
I mean,
lunch,
yeah,
dinner, all that.
snacks.
So when they in
juices,
school, they get that
drink.
lunch. They
When
get
you
that.
pay for that motherfucker,
Nigga.
you save
Like, there's still
Yo.
a whole box of cereal up there?
Yo, so for when Juliet and Tone were home from school, I was doing heavier grocery shopping, right? So when I went to get some gas the other day at Wise with my points and shit, she said I had 70 cents off per gallon because I spent so much fucking money during that short period of
Damn.
time.
$1.98 a
y'all
gallon.
I said, thank you, I'm broke right now.
Word.
I needed that shit.
Well, listen,
Goddamn.
y'all see how Cap blamed his kids for buying them groceries. You know, if we rewind on the pod, I'm about to tell you why he
I
was
eat a
buying
lot
them
of
groceries.
protein. I eat a lot of
'cause
steak
he said when he was home, he was making and fucking up all them meals.
I did.
He said I was fucking up
did.
all them meals.
Go to last week.
I
Go to
did.
last week. He
I
said
did.
it.
You're right. You're right. Goddamn.
But, hey, but you was in that kitchen though.
It was fun too. And,
Yeah.
I'm in a schedule where I can still
The
cook and
babies was
be
with you?
active and busy. So
Nah.
Hell no.
This nigga said hell no.
Nah, they was with their mom all week.
Dodo said hell in the church earlier.
He did.
It's Dodo.
He said he's one hell of an athlete. Can I say hell?
Can I say
shit.
that?
Oh shit.
Damn.
The pastor said it's a thin line.
That's what the fast.
That's what he said. He said it's a thin line.
Who said that?
Pastor Man, I said it right behind. Between love and hate.
Yeah, that's the funny shit. That nigga broke in the salt like what's that shit called? Character, nigga.
This nigga ain't shit.
Damn.
And I'm not going to talk about it fully on
That's
camera.
funny.
Oh, well, shit. I'm gonna talk about it. So
Shut
listen. So hold on.
Sorry.
So I wasn't gonna bring it up, but since you brought it up, I'm gonna bring it up. Now, shout out to the grown people who still love the Lord. First of all, let me say it like that.
People, you grab those paper towels? Sweating
Now,
and shit. I gotta
you
take
know,
this shit off.
like with anything, when you get older, you supposed to slow down a little bit. So they had the men's choir today from a multitude of churches that ain't never sang together. So they was trying to
Where?
at the Black History Month thing that me and Cap went to.
Okay.
And so they opened it up. You know, the hard part about being trained by New and being friends with Cap is when you hear things. I can't go to an event
Analyze
and
it.
listen to any audio things because I'm automatically troubleshooting why and how it sounds like that. Come here, man. Let me turn this. You know what I'm saying? Like in my head,
That
I
shit
know
was
how to.
bothering me for a minute. I was like,
I know how to fix. I know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And so, first of all, that was bothering me. And then, I ain't never met a bunch of black men that couldn't keep the beat. And so it was like,
Where was that? Where was y'all at?
And so,
White History Month.
and so I'm sitting there.
Are you in the church laughing at the niggas?
I wasn't laughing. I
Niggas
put my
gotta do
head
it
down.
right.
I put my head down like this.
You was laughing at Jesus?
No, I wasn't laughing at Jesus. I was laughing at them old niggas up there trying to,
Yo.
you know.
he was laughing. He said, first he said, I wasn't laughing. I put my head down. Then he just said, no, I was laughing.
laughing.
He was laughing, bro. So I had to tap him like, yo, you kind of out of pocket.
Hey, let me say something about this church.
I don't know if I want. I don't know.
What church? Where church y'all was at? What
No,
church?
we ain't gonna talk about that.
I don't know if we want to let you.
I tell you that after. I'll tell you where we was at after.
Damn.
You look like your father-in-law.
Yo, you know this nigga. This nigga just yesterday asked me. He was like, "What you doing Sunday 7 in the morning? I want you to come to church." I was like, "Hell no." I was
7
like,
in the morning, I
think-
can sleep.
I was like, "Listen, I was raised in the church. nigga.
God lives in me, nigga.
That's what I told the nigga. The body is the temple. I know a man-made structure is paganist. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to worship. So I'm over here, and he's like, he go to his he go to horse heads. I'm like,
Big one way out there, right?
Yeah.
Like the road.
he was like, we could do church at your crib. I was like, not that
Nigga.
type church.
You sound like you violated.
They,
now,
they,
nigga.
they be in and out in an
Mind you-
hour though.
Yo, that
Yeah,
reminded
and
me of when
they be
Tommy was singing
producing
at
babies,
Arlene's, funeral. You remember what they?
Bring your ass.
I was
to my
like,
house
nigga,
if
I'm
you
gonna play Boosie and
Yeah.
DMX. Them niggas
Yeah.
pray.
Bro, we was at
Did
a
you
bro.
hear Debo when you came to my house yesterday?
Yeah.
Liz had to close the door.
But that's why you come. That's why you come outside. I
Yeah,
wasn't coming
yeah.
in. I was gonna stand outside.
I be telling
When I go to-
everybody he
when I go to
bugs,
your
he's
house.
mad overprotective of me. Like he has to protect me from the world.
When I
So
go to
he's
your
ready
house,
to just.
when I go to your house, I put my foot and my hand on the screen door.
Yeah.
Cause he gonna have to bust out that glass in order to get to me.
Yeah.
He not gonna push the screen door open.
You know what he
motherfucker.
did? He ran upstairs and was upstairs in the window.
Oh yeah, see.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got a
He
shot.
gonna
Then.
get you.
I got a shot then because he gonna have to jump off the roof.
Yeah.
And I can get about 5-6 steps pretty quick. I
guess my
and
point
dive
was
in the car.
the nigga can come to my house if he want.
Yeah.
He gonna have
So
to preach with Debo.
what I was saying is,
Yeah.
I'll laugh at them niggas too. I don't give a fuck about no church.
Bro,
Nah,
that-
it
I
wasn't-
do. I care about
It wasn't.
God,
It wasn't
just
about the
not-
church.
I don't care about church. I care
Because
about
we're
God.
holding church right now when we gather, and if we give praise to God when we're together, you know what I mean?
we're
And
having
we-
church.
Yeah.
Technically.
I don't know why this
My whole
just
thing
popped
is
in my
like, there's
head.
people that have been in like confinement or in cells or
Traditional church, I'll say.
yeah, right. So they've never been exposed to like traditional churches. Are you saying they can't praise God and reap the benefits of God when they were put in these circumstances?
What I'm saying is, you don't have to go to a traditional church for that.
Yeah.
I believe in the body being your temple, so
Yeah.
you can do that. Praise God, reach God wherever you are, wherever you at.
It is good to go to church to get refilled with like the spirit.
Yeah, get the
knowledge.
get the teachers,
Yeah.
the knowledge from people that have a better relationship with God.
And
I can say I understand a better relationship
Yeah.
with God, but more of an
right.
understanding with God
Yeah.
as far as like a priest or a reverend or whatever you know what I'm saying, or
Yeah.
like if you're Jewish.
Some things
like,
be confusing
you know,
me, like
a
I've been
rabbi,
trying to
you know what I'm
study the
saying?
Bible
Deacon
for years.
a whole bunch of
Yeah, they just have more of an understanding and can help, like almost like going to therapy and shit. You're talking to your therapist.
You know the thing, you said you was trying to study the Bible for years.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, I read I didn't read the Bible, but I
Yeah.
read portions of it.
Yeah.
And it's like the way somebody can explain to me isn't necessarily the way I interpret it. So what I think is there's no right way to explain the Bible.
Yeah.
You got to take it and compare it to how you live, how
Yeah.
it resonates with you. That's another reason why I don't go to church.
It's
because
almost
they
like a
define
bias
it.
thing because
Exactly.
depending on how somebody feels, that's how
Yeah.
they explain it to you.
Right.
Yeah, because you feel what you're reading through the word of, like through the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're reading and you interpret it.
Yeah.
But it
The
might
way that
connect
you
to
interpret.
everybody different.
But
Of
even
course.
bigger than
Yeah.
that, it's like who says that Bible is the right Bible? You know what I mean?
Well, we
you
know
got
that's
the
not the
Quran,
right
you got,
Bible.
you know what I mean? There's different religions. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I think we
Yeah.
had this discussion the other day. Well, like a while ago, I was like, I believe in everything. Like I don't discount nothing because
Yeah.
I feel like if
Like
you go to
aliens,
heaven,
too?
yeah,
You guys all believe in aliens?
Hell yeah.
You think they're real?
we can't be the only thing here.
We can't. It's
Look at
that's
political
impossible.
P. He like,
I don't know. I gotta
I
like.
don't know. I think Trump, he-
Nah, I just think you just need to like. It could be. It's possible.
It's more. I
It's
feel like it's more
possible.
possible than not. Because
But
why are we here?
It's possible. It's definitely possible with all the damn infinite damn
Yeah.
Exactly.
galaxies and planets and suns and shit.
I don't think it's logical to think that it's just us.
We would be the only things.
I don't
But
think it's logical.
But we don't have the evidence, so that's why I say I'm open to it, but we just haven't seen the evidence. We're like,
Right.
there's always been like Bigfoots and aliens and all these things that they have these grainy photos or spotty videos or spotty pictures.
But the thing is, you
until
believe
we
in-
get that real evidence, then I'm like, it could be or maybe not. You know what I mean?
Right,
Who
but
knows?
I don't know, man. I just know I don't want to say there's not them because it's kind of it is a big.
Yeah.
You know what's
galaxy.
crazy?
I be watching. I
Damn,
like
it's-
sci-fi movies.
like-
That's
like-
my favorite
right.
shit.
Like people,
Word.
when you go outside, like when we
I don't
leave here
think that's
tonight,
how aliens are really.
you look
how
up
they
into
depict
space,
it.
you see how big that shit is, and you're like, "There's no way I can be we're
Which
the
is
only
good.
people."
Yeah.
You just can't.
That's scary
Can't
though,
be.
because if they come find us, they got the technology to come find
That means
us.
they're more advanced.
Then it's over. Basically, if
Well,
they,
that's if
then
they
I don't
want
think they're
war.
gonna come. But
That's
I
if
don't
they
think they
want
would
that.
come any. They have no. They
Desire.
have no. They have no loyalty or no type of. I can say loyalty, but I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
Like
but
compassion,
to
other life sources.
like they don't have any type of like feelings. I ain't gonna say like feel like loyal compassion. Why would they give a fuck about us? They have no, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no type of
Aliens?
connection to
Curiosity.
us. Yeah. So if they came here to find us, it probably the most likely reason would be to
Destroy it.
take us over or take what the fuck we have.
I'm gonna try to fuck one of them.
Most likely would be to salvage our resources.
To
We
take
don't-
But you're
something
right.
from us.
That's what I'm saying. You're
To
right.
take-
The word that you're looking for is connection. They have no connection to us in order to have any loyalty towards us.
Yeah, to
So
give
only-
to have any type of
There'll be no
So they, would
Compassion.
benefit
come,
for
so they
it.
would come here and they would come here to
finish your
take
food.
our resources.
Oh shit. My bad.
Nah, that-
I don't have headphones.
Telling this nigga hoodie. That's why I took my shits off. Like and when you're when you're going to
You never look comparison.
God
you know,
damn,
I believe. I
Switch the
believe.
ca- switch the camera on time, motherfucker.
I believe in everything because, like, everything has existed for millions of years. It seems
Yeah.
like
Not if
it's
you
hard
believe
to.
the Bible.
But I believe in everything, so I can believe what they saying because a million people believe in that shit. Billions of people believe in the Quran and the.
No,
the
I'm saying that
Buddhism.
the two can't be the same. Like you can't believe that the Earth is millions of years old and believe in the Bible because the Bible tells you
The
the
Bible
Earth is
says
not
something
millions
different.
of years old.
Nah,
It
I
says-
don't.
what does the Bible say as far as
I
like
don't-
the,
It's like 60. It's like 12,000 or 6,500 or something like that.
sure.
That don't.
I don't- I
That
don't- I
can't
don't
be
know
true
that.
because the,
Yeah, I
the
don't know that
lineage of
understanding.
Black Americans go further than that.
That's what the Bible said, bro. I mean,
Right, but I could believe in it because it's true to somebody.
I think it's
So that's when you go to your priest and be
it's-
like, yo,
it's
or
li-
your
it's life
pastor, your
lessons.
deacon, and be like, yo, does it say that if you have these understandings of what the
Kinda like
Bible
having a
says?
tutor.
So yeah, somebody that has deep depth of knowledge in the Bible of the history and all that shit. You
I
can
think
go
you're
to.
supposed to read it and just take it as a life lesson.
Imagine-
I mean, that's what like you read the Bible and you're not supposed to take it literally.
Yeah.
You're supposed to learn something from it. You
see how it
want to be
applies.
better. Yeah, like you want to be better.
So you take what the Bible says and you use that as interpretation. Because are you hungry for scripture? That's what my shirt say.
This nigga.
Oh, he tried to plug.
He always selling
Yo.
something. This nigga
Yo.
out there.
Holla at me.
Imagine you know how
Elevated.
he-
We're gonna call him elevated. That's how he elevated. He always selling something.
Well, you know how they say
It's not
like,
drugs though.
You know how they say you pass one day and you gotta talk to God and all that.
Yeah.
Imagine if you end up sitting at a round table and you disregarded everything else around.
What do you mean?
Like say you pass and now you think you going to heaven, but you didn't follow nothing in the Quran. You didn't follow nothing to Buddhism, nothing to Hinduism. You didn't follow none
They
of
all
that
sitting
shit.
at the table looking at
and
you
they
like,
all sitting there like,
hello?
oh, you only fucked with him. And I don't think heaven's closed off to everything that's considered positive up there. Like Nirvana, why would it be closed off?
So this is the only problem that I have when it comes to organized religion, God, hell, heaven. I believe in God. I believe Jesus Christ actually died
For our sins.
for our
and all
sins. I
that.
really do. Where the conflict for me comes from is if somebody was born in, what's that word? Like they're born in like seclusion, where there's tribes that have never been exposed
Right.
to anything.
Right.
They're secluded on islands. There's
They're
a couple of them.
uncontacted.
So what happens to those people? Are they going to go to heaven, hell? Because they don't know anything about Jesus. They don't know anything
Right.
about God.
Why though?
Well, I think
Because they're
Whenever they
secluded.
worship.
Because you have to be taught.
so. I think
That's
So I think that in that case, and it's just my opinion,
Yeah.
if they have their own civilization,
Yeah.
they have their own interpretation of what their God is. Because
Yeah.
no,
everybody.
That's what I'm
how
saying.
you
No,
think.
no, that's what I said. That's what
You
that's,
think they do, but we don't know. Is
No.
my point.
Yeah.
So if they're born in seclusion and say they never have any introduction to any form of God or Jesus, and they just believe a tree in the middle of the wild is the biggest thing ever,
Tree of life.
does that mean they don't get to heaven?
That's why you got evangelists that
I
go.
think that their heaven. I think that this is just my opinion
Yeah.
of it. Is they would say that the Indians used to believe in Mother Earth and
Yeah.
the wind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So their version of whatever our version of heaven
Yeah.
is their version of it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You can't.
No. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like you literally just said their version of what they believe is their version of what they. Of course. I mean,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in my opinion, I'm not gonna tell like them civilizations that he's talking about whatever they believe in. That's
They're
what
wrong.
I'm not gonna say. I can't say or won't say that they're wrong. I'm gonna say that that's their interpretation of my version of my interpretation. So I'm not gonna discredit what they think or what they think is up, down, left, or right because that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
no,
respect
no,
the fact that they have their own situation, like
So-
you said.
So what I'm saying is, I don't think that their version is blocked off from your version.
Nah, not at all.
So
It
when-
coexists.
That's why I believe in everything, because you can't tell me that all these people believing in this and that their heaven will be blocked off from
Yeah.
God's heaven, as if they don't fuck with each other. Like nigga, that's all God's. Like why would you not end up at a round table? I feel you're gonna end up. That's why when I say I believe in everything, meaning I respect everything and I try to do good in every sense of
Yeah.
where I'm at.
Yeah,
I try to be a good person.
Yeah,
and
I fuck with that.
I feel like that won't go against anything. If I were to sit at a round table, I could be like, I just did the best I could.
Yeah.
I followed the structure. I respected
Yeah.
the land I was on.
Yeah.
And I feel like, but
I
if
just
you-
try to be a good person.
That's it. But if
I
you
mean,
only,
some people die as like at a young age to the point that they didn't have time to develop a relationship with what they would know as God, right? So does that mean that they go to hell?
Speaking of which, real quick, shout out my brother, R.I.P. Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday for sure.
I think I think with any, for me,
Yeah.
in my opinion, a child who doesn't have a relationship with God gets afforded lack
Child
of
for
knowledge a little bit of a push.
Yeah.
Now if you're a child and you're 13 and you die because you're trying to rob somebody and do
Yeah.
this and do that, then maybe you're gonna have to go where
Atone
you
for
go
that.
because
Yeah.
of the things that you were doing. But if you were a pretty decent, fairly decent kid and you did regular 12-year-old shit and you happen to get hit by a bullet or you get into an accident or somehow, some way you pass on,
Yeah.
I feel like you get that automatic pass to go to heaven.
How much of this is how we feel and how we think,
All of
as
it.
opposed to what actually is?
It's all of it.
Because nobody knows. Nobody knows.
They have stuff like that in the Bible. That's why, like I'm saying, church could be a good thing, but it also can be a negative thing.
We got to get Corey and Jahira down here.
Yeah.
So when you go to church, it's sometimes, we can kind of feel intimidated or whatever. That's why you find the right place for you. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not about.
That's a touchdown.
I don't feel it's like the structure of church, like you were saying, like the commitment of church, like is you must have, because you know what I'm saying, you must have it to be a Christian is to go to church. But I just feel it's just a help. It's kind of like a healthy way to be a Christian, to go to church, which I haven't gone to in a long time that I need to go to, to get that connection.
Like a supportive tool.
Get that connection, to get that, you know what I'm saying, to levitate and to help you educate yourself and get like.
Isn't it crazy how even something as pure and as wholesome as church can be tainted?
Yeah,
by men.
It's been tainted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
lot.
Yeah.
And
Like
real
just to
fucked
take
up,
advantage
too.
of that and
What can't be tainted? Think
that's
about
insane.
it.
It's just that's
Is there
insane.
everything?
The only thing that can't be tainted is the purity of a baby or a child.
Right.
Love from a
it.
child.
As soon as they start getting taught stuff, that's when it starts
soon
to
as-
get
yeah.
tainted.
And then it's tainted. But when
Yeah.
the motherfucker can't be and you just
Yeah.
raising that baby,
Yeah.
that's a pure
Because you
baby.
think about everything bad that happens in this world was taught to somebody by
Everything.
somebody.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Because I ain't trying to recruit nobody, but you know,
You sound like you're trying to recruit.
I ain't trying to recruit nobody. I'm just gonna say how I
don't mean
feel.
no disrespect.
We're grown, and so when we grew up in church, you know, we started with the bus bucks. Y'all remember the bus
Oh,
bucks
hell
at the
yeah.
Pentecostal,
Damn.
right? But then when you elevated beyond that, and you would go to the All Saints homes and the other church like that, then that's where the requirements of you dressing up and this and that and this and that. And so when the church I go to, shout out everybody at City of Light.
Well, you know where? So Jahara, I'm not to
That-
cut you off, but Jahara got his format for the majority from Miss Grace.
yeah,
Yeah, we
And
went
that's
there.
just-
Miss Grace
at the
wasn't
youth
on-
club.
Miss
Youth
Grace-
club was the shit. But
I mean,
yeah.
Sunday service. Miss Grace wasn't like they would pick us up. We would come wearing whatever we had on.
Yep.
Come
They
at
would
you
feed
hard.
us while we were there.
Yep.
They made sure we were comfortable, and you know, I didn't realize because I was such a young kid that all they wanted was to present us with information so that we could retain it
About Jesus.
about God, and
That's it.
They was a Presbyterian church though, so theirs was a little bit more structured and like, you know what I'm saying, they would read and it was kind of like I ain't judging, but it was kind of dry, you know what I'm saying? You stand up, read a little scripture and sing a little like sit down, you know what I'm saying? But they showed us a lot of love, man, and they weren't judgmental. And we were the only black people in there,
Yeah.
and it was like they
was love.
accepted us.
We didn't see anything weird. We didn't
And
feel
I don't-
any.
Took
I
us to
don't knock-
camp, all that. Remember the camp,
I
Camp
loved it
Whitman, man?
every
Yeah,
year.
Camp
Not to cut you
Whitman.
off.
Oh,
You
my
good, you
goodness.
good. I don't knock church. I don't knock it at all. I don't participate.
Look at that. He,
You know what I'm saying? I want
We ain't-
everybody to be
we ain't
comfortable
ask you-
doing what
we
they
ain't ask you
doing.
to participate. 'cause
Oh,
you
yeah,
done
yeah,
already
yeah,
told
yeah.
us.
No, there's somebody asked me
yeah,
to
but I
participate
think
yesterday.
I
you
think
know
you
what I mean?
would, but you do it on your own terms.
On my own
type.
terms for sure.
Yeah.
And I was raised in the church over on what's that school right on the highway? Like when you going off highway, what's the school right?
Beecher.
Beecher. I was
What was
that
that
church
church
right
over there?
behind it.
St. Paul.
Okay,
I
yeah,
was
the little
I was
joint, yeah.
raised in that church.
Yeah,
you
St.
know what I
Paul.
mean?
My
See,
dad told me there was a lot of historical
On seven, yeah.
I was raised Catholic, so
related
that,
to that.
that shit bothered me.
So I was raised in that church. So and my grandma died a real God fearing woman. You know what I mean? So it never left my household or my beings. But
Yeah.
it's like I separated from church because I like to build my own identity and my own interpretation of what's going on. And when a motherfucker explain it to you, you kind of fall into that narrative.
Yeah.
I like to read it and let it connect to me how it does.
Yeah.
So I don't knock nobody going to church and doing what they do.
Again,
But
I think
just
church
don't
is a tool,
participate.
man. It's a tool to live a more righteous life. That's what I think it is.
Yeah,
I
like
did.
going to the
I
gym.
agree
Like
with
yo,
that.
you can be here and you can better your health, or you can be in here not utilizing it properly and not better your health. You know what I mean? Like
I think with you, Dev, you just need to just say, you know what, whether I agree or not, just take the points and the things that you like or dislike. Don't worry about the things that you don't appreciate, and just worry about the things that you appreciate.
think
And
that's
if you
what he
can
does.
apply it to you,
That's
then
what I
it'll be
do.
fine.
stuff
That's
you
what I
can
do.
get from it.
Yeah,
and-
whatever you can get from it, because that's that's what I do. I don't know. We go, we're weekly church goers. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I don't
He
necessarily.
probably be in there cracking mad jokes and talking crazy.
I did take my leg off one day because they did the Stomp song Stomp. And so I was, but anyway, but
That shit probably funky.
GP, are you with me?
hell yeah, we having church. We ain't going nowhere.
Yo, that's a banger, bro.
They play that in the club, but I don't understand everything that they talk about, but the things that I do understand and the things that I can apply to my life, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So when we have church at my house with my family, once or twice a week when we sit at the table, we'll talk about certain things that we talked about in church that week and try to expand on it. So I'll give my opinion, my wife her opinion, and then Jariah will talk about how she feels, and we'll collectively come to a family agreement on how we interpret what we learned in church that week. And so for me, I just try to apply the things that I feel like apply to my life and apply to who I am and how I'm trying to be, because everybody's interpretation is different.
Right.
You know what I mean? People laugh at me when I say, Jesus talked about the burning bush. Well, which bush is you burning? I know which bush I'm burning. And it's funny, you know what I'm saying? But it just breaks it down to the point of everything's an interpretation.
Yeah.
Wait, shit. That's crazy.
That's real though.
Black History Month. Black History Month. Does anybody have any
Yeah, I got a bunch of Black history.
No. Look, I don't want to take the typical route of, okay, you can bring up some people from Black history, but I guess my point is, like, to everybody in this room, what does Black history mean to us? Because to me, I feel like we're building Black history because it's still kind of new. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like hip hop is one of the most important things in the Black history that I've experienced. So, what is Black history to you guys?
Well, I don't hold Black history to a month. I hold it every day.
Life.
And I try to be a part of it every day by bettering myself and the people around me.
Yeah.
Even with it like a simple conversation, because I don't do too much.
Yeah.
So I think it's a standard I hold myself to every day. Because a lot of people paid for what we got right now. A lot of people paid a fucked up price for us to live how we live, and I just try to take full advantage of it and do my best with it.
I think Black history is Earth, and what I mean is we set the trend for everybody. Once we find something and we think it's cool, all of a sudden everybody else thinks it's cool. From food to music, instruments, clothes, just the way you carry yourself, the sweat, everything, bro.
Yeah.
Once we figure it out, then everybody else is like, oh, yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Don't want to be no nigga, though.
That's crazy, like, because what everyone is saying is true. But, like, in this country, it's so hard for Black people to really have that ownership of that entertainment value or that swag value or that energy value. It's hard to take ownership of that shit. So I feel like Black people have the short end of the stick when it comes to all the contributions that we put to society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because we didn't have a head start.
I think I agree with what you said a little bit, P. I think we do have a lot of contributions to society. I think
Not the most.
we
don't have the ownership.
But
though.
what I'm saying is we don't have. It's not about ownership.
That's 'cause the people who own it don't look like us.
We
I
don't
think
have
it's all about ownership.
We don't
Ownership.
have notoriety of the contributions that we have because I
too.
can
Yeah.
because
They
I
like
can
to trade it off.
because this week
That
You
too,
know
though.
what? You know what? No, I think you guys just said the same thing.
that's why I said
'Cause you're saying
notoriety.
notoriety.
And ownership.
But ownership is more important than notoriety because people could be. We know that Rosa Parks did this. We know that you know what I mean. The
I think
basic
he's saying
shit.
the same thing you saying though, because you're saying like, yo, ownership.
Ownership.
Like, this is us. This is me. This is what we did. And he's saying the same thing, but just like I need that recognition for what I did.
I'll give you a perfect
Recognition
example.
and
You
the
know-
money
you know
that
what I
comes
was
behind
defining
it.
that?
Because you can look at Big Mama,
money
who wrote all
behind it.
Elvis's songs. She gets notoriety for writing those songs,
She
but
gets the
Elvis's
check.
estate is the one that's getting all the bread.
I'll say this
Just
about
having the ownership and just having the access to have the ownership throughout years and years and years we haven't had. You know what I mean? I'm sure you got your small percentage of Black billionaires that came up from where they came.
That shit's minute.
You know what I'm
Outliers.
saying?
the
So
one.
I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about as far as notoriety.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say notoriety, but I agree with what you're saying, P. Who made the light bulb?
You know,
George.
nigga, tell us.
Oh, Thomas
say
Edison,
Edison,
but
they
a
say
black
Edison.
man made the film.
So Thomas Edison. So Thomas Edison created the light bulb, right? But the light bulb doesn't work without the filament. So the filament is what actually illuminates the light bulb. You know what I'm saying? And that's a black man, Lewis Latimer, who did that. Yeah. And so so they don't know. They don't give Lewis Latimer.
They never taught
notoriety.
They never taught that.
They don't give him the notoriety for making it work.
That's a good way to put it in perspective when you say notoriety, because at that point, the notoriety actually does make ultra sense even without the ownership, because the kids have to know. They have to know that there's other pieces to this puzzle.
You could do that shit.
Yeah.
So other black kids of color can be like, this is a black person.
Something I can aspire to.
Yeah.
So it's just like Nephew's favorite item in the household is the refrigerator. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Mine too. But so in my mentor program this week, last week in my mentor program before we went on break, we talked about 50 things that are that you use daily that you don't realize that black people have invented.
Ham hocks.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
That was done by design, though. That was done by design.
I understand that.
That was done by design.
So that's why I say
fire away.
So that's when I say notoriety.
What you got?
So it's like
50 things that we don't realize.
Are you about to say
that we
50
use
things?
that we use daily. I'm not gonna say all of them.
You guys use Vaseline?
But
I
plead the fifth.
So it's like this.
On my lips.
The refrigerator.
Nigga.
Freak ass boy.
Like in the winter.
Not him. He said I plead the fifth.
Can I say one more thing about Black history? How
In
I
the
would
wintertime, I
like.
put that a little bit on my lips.
That's the white coming out of that nigga right there. He don't lose the washcloth either. That nigga just scratch his body.
The one thing I'll say about Black history as like one word is like resilience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what like
Black
hits me the
history?
hardest. Yeah. Resilience. We overcame a whole lot, and we still doing the damn thing at the highest.
Has there been a more resilient race of people?
Not without reparations.
Not in
and
America.
shortcuts. We ain't get nothing.
I
For
mean,
the
I would
shit
say
we been
black
through.
people are Chinese people.
Yeah,
because
not in
Chinese
America.
people were slaves too. Well, let me say Asians, because I don't necessarily want to just classify as just Chinese people, because you got Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese.
Has there ever been a bigger population of slaves than African Americans?
Not that I know.
Not that I know of, but I would say the Chinese people would be second because there's more of them than anybody else on the planet. But I definitely
the Jewish
the Holocaust.
Jewish people have been
All we're
persecuted,
persecuted,
enslaved,
though?
Them
Enslaved?
motherfuckers-
Not enslaved, but
Bro, they
not
got
like black people.
They
Right?
got laws. They got laws to protect them. We don't. We are at the bottom of
Yes,
this
we
shit.
do.
Right. But they done got systematic.
That was a joke. That was a fucking
They
joke.
got systematic justice. We haven't.
Yeah.
We
'Cause
still
they did-
making shit go
They got
around.
a state. They got their own state.
Because the Germans, the Jews that were in the Holocaust. The difference between black people, and you know what? I'm about to send a video to the chat. But the difference between the Jews and the Holocaust is they actually got reparations. They
That's what
got
I'm
payments,
saying.
and they got actual money for the passing down of all of the systemic things that they went
Get
through.
the
for
fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
We didn't get off
Yes.
40
They
acres
got
and
a
a
state.
mule.
They got their
That's
own.
why
They,
they
they
in
got
that
a
position.
they got a state too. They got their own land as well.
Bro.
They got a country. That's why
You talking about
Palestine.
Israel?
Yeah, that's why they got Israel.
Yes.
They had a war after.
Wasn't Israel always there?
Nah, they got Israel. Palestine, but they took that land. I don't know exactly what year, but it was in the 20th century.
They
when
got
they got
their
that shit.
they got their reparations.
It was in the
Black
20th
people-
century.
Black people went through what they went through for free.
I need y'all to clarify what y'all just said, because I'm confused. As
Is
fuck.
anybody's phone
I don't-
connected?
Not all Jews got money, by the way. Holocaust survivors.
Can y'all
got passed
explain
down to
what
them.
y'all just said
Right,
though
but-
about the reparations with the Jews? Because I'm confused.
They got
And-
paid.
So if
I
you're
don't
if
believe
you're
that.
if
for,
you're a
for being
victim
in the
of-
Holocaust.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, Holocaust survivors got money. Google it.
I'm not sure about
that's
that. one.
crazy. From who though?
I think Germany don't even allow motherfuckers to talk about the
Yeah.
Holocaust. It's illegal.
That's they say you
Not just
learn from
that,
your
but-
past. Like if we could learn from Germany, because they're not allowed to even say Hitler. Like they
Facts.
can't. There's certain things that they in this country. We don't even talk about slavery. They're trying to change the narrative about slavery rather than face what really
Right.
happened, rather than to talk about it. Like people just try to brush it away. They get uncomfortable, and white
Right.
people still to this day get uncomfortable when you talk about reparations.
So what,
and
but hold on,
slavery.
but
so
B-
what? Your great grandparents were slaves.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Get over it.
That's a
Think,
fact.
think about this shit. You don't see anybody in Germany flying a Nazi flag.
Nah,
but you can
nah.
come
You
to
can't.
America And you can see a bunch of motherfucking Confederate flags all over the place, and Confederate general
Confederate
statues.
and Nazi are different, though.
Yep, we're talking about a group of people that were enslaving or killing a group of people.
The Confederate, they can say anything about Southern heritage all they want.
All they want.
The Confederacy was against letting
Free.
slavery
Southern heritage is slavery.
go away.
So-
So that's what the Civil War was about. And the Confederation was like, no,
We want
to
that.
we want to keep slavery because the money that it was generating, the North was like, nah, it's like
mean, free
they
labor
got
is
to
a
like a
motherfucker.
moral. Their morals kicked in. Was like, nah, this shit ain't right.
Right.
Down south was like, nah, we get into that bag. And
Do you think
know,
there's any?
that's what it was
Do
about.
you think there's a population that
bag.
isn't tied to racism when it comes to the
in this country?
Confederacy?
In this country, I mean,
Wait. You gotta hear that question.
in Confederacy.
You gotta hear that question. Say
In
that.
Confederacy, do you think it's always going to be tied to racism?
that ain't
No,
what he said.
Is there a population? Do you think that
that doesn't think it's
That's
about
not.
slavery.
That's not tied to racism.
I think the key thing what Dev is probably saying is sometimes you gotta listen.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking when a motherfucker's trying to ask you a question, you're not actively listening.
Yeah.
You're waiting to just
So go
respond
ahead.
and fire
Go
away.
ahead.
Do you think there's a population tied to Confederacy that isn't racism?
I think
Maybe a
there's some
small,
naive
maybe a
people.
small
Yeah.
percentage.
So
Maybe a
what
small
does-
percentage.
What does that look like?
A motherfucker just born in it.
Just maybe how they were taught by their parents. I'm not sure.
They were states' rights. That's what they were.
Maybe
taught.
about like their certain state, but I'm not sure.
I think it's when you disagree
Yeah.
with what they're trying to teach you.
Yeah.
And you don't fuck with it, but you're a part of it because of what you're born in. So they might not agree with it, but they're born in it. So they might not be involved in racism, but they're in the family of it.
So it's more like a way of life.
I
naive.
think
I
it's
think it's naive.
a generational thing, and it wears off.
Because we don't see it that much up here, but if we went down south
There's
for a good
a
2-3
place
years, it's probably
in Florida called Christmas.
Christmas, Florida.
Them niggas is white power signs all across that motherfucker.
I'm from Florida and I've never even heard of it.
Never heard of Christmas?
Swing through
Florida?
that motherfucker, bro.
Now, why would
Remember,
I
we
wanna
drove
go
past that shit going
I
down
did
there. They
it.
said
I
we
did
are
it going
not
fishing with
pulling
my
over in
uncle. I was like, I don't got to piss right now.
yeah.
That's crazy.
there. Remember that shit.
I ain't
I
doing
mean,
that.
I know like Eureka's mad fucking racist in Florida, but I've never heard of Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is.
I've been all over that state too. Where the fuck is Christmas, Florida?
Let me ask y'all a question: Are you
somewhere
more
over
leery and afraid of being in Chicago in the trenches at night, or being in a sundown town?
Sundown
at night?
town for sure.
Nah,
What, Mississippi or something?
I mean, if you had all the weapons you wanted, a vest,
nah.
a reliable
'Cause
vehicle,
I'm more
all
scared
that.
of a motherfucker that look like me after me.
What's
Yeah,
up?
them
I
niggas
don't-
ain't actively hunting us though.
So, can
Who?
somebody explain to Jetta what a sundown town
It
is?
means that if you're black,
Nigga, when
by the time the sun
is
goes down, you need to be the
get
fuck out that
in
town.
the crib.
Oh, shit.
There ain't no games
Tell
with
I ain't
you.
been nowhere, nigga.
Hey, and you
Oh.
better know where you go.
But, you know, that's just like
all I'm gonna say.
Shit.
I don't even want to say it now.
It just
Where
depends.
them
It's just,
peanuts?
if you
It's
talking about
just like
Chicago
peanuts?
in the hood though, they be like, yo, you gotta live in the hood, or you gotta live in the hood, or live. I don't know. That's.
I just think
Well-
that in Chicago, these niggas ain't actively searching for it. Like
Yeah.
if you like got ops, that's one thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
if you just living in Chicago, these niggas ain't out looking.
Because we've been to Chicago and we went
On
to
the
the
south
hood,
side.
and we was on the south side. My cousin got a barber shop and we walk into the store and we doing all types of shit.
and we had
Yeah,
Bob.
I never been there.
Yeah, and we was out there and we was chilling. We ain't have no, people looked at us weird. Obviously, they knew we was from out of town, but I mean, my cousin Ken is, known in the neighborhood. Shout out to my cousin Ken. He's known in the neighborhood, so they, we was with him, so we knew that people knew us. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like we seen some shit go down. They was getting at it when we was at the store. You know what I mean? And the one dude said, "Hey, y'all might want to stay inside until this shit blow over."
You know what's funny is Chicago wasn't even that bad. Nigga, Gary, Indiana was way more scary than Chicago.
Gary
yeah,
is fucked up.
yeah, Gary was
Yeah,
lit.
they ain't really.
They
nothing
got
to fuck with
bulletproof
neither,
glass
though.
on the Popeyes chicken, bro.
Shit, Rochester fucked up, man.
Yeah, Gary is insane. It's like a third world country
Shit,
in
I
that
ain't
bitch.
gonna hold you. If we had the arsenal, like he said, if you was in Chicago in the hood and you had all the weapons, or you was in a sundown town and had all the weapons, I don't know. I feel like you gonna run into. I don't know. I could see my enemy rather than looking at a nigga that I don't know and he just looking at me funny, and it could be nothing, but it's something to that motherfucker because it could be a mistaken identity. Because
I
we
just
all
don't play the
niggas.
game anyway, nigga. I'll be
But-
inside.
But the white people, well, the sundown town people, you see them niggas, you know they don't fuck with you. So nigga, make your move. You know I'm a, you know.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. You know, I just, you know, for me, like, I do understand what you're saying, though, because I would much rather know my ops. But, you know, at the end of the day, when you in a sundown town, if that's the example that we're using, you know, you don't know where it's coming from. You know what I mean? Because you could be on the porch. You could be on the porch, and you don't know that your neighbor got a bunch of white folks, and now you on the porch, or
With an arsenal.
With an arsenal, you know, but that's what I'm saying. But you don't know,
offense.
but you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm saying is like you don't know
might be
where
in the
it's-
school, you might be
Yeah.
in the hospital, you might be
Yeah.
at the post office.
Yeah.
Now that's a little different. I ain't thinking about none of that.
That's what I'm saying.
That'll
Like,
fuck your mind
like
up.
that's what
And
I'm
the
saying.
majority, what he's saying, like you in Chicago, they look like you, and the majority of niggas is not gangbangers. The majority of black people in Chicago is not. And that's a
Yeah.
small percentage.
Yeah, the niggas that's getting
It's
killed in Chicago
isolated
is
shit, yeah.
it's not. Don't get it twisted.
Even if it's areas and neighborhoods, it's still like
There-
you're not confronted with it when you step out the door.
yeah, there are some people that get that are
Crossfire
innocent,
collateral.
collateral damage.
Right.
But the majority of the people in Chicago, the
They're
deaths that are
into it.
happening is intentional.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's they're looking for you. Like nigga, I'ma kill this nigga. Now if you with the nigga that they want to kill, then you collateral damage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to know that that's the
That's who you
situation
running
you
with,
putting
yeah.
yourself in. You
Right.
know what I mean? But the sundown town, it don't matter if you the
Don't
nicest. The pastors that we know that live a good, honest Christian life, he can't go outside,
Facts.
and he don't got no ops. He don't have no ill intentions for anybody.
Just
the
the
white
devil.
people that are coming to kill him, he gonna be praying for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And because he's in a sundown town and he's the
matter.
wrong color, it don't matter. You see what I'm saying? So it don't really. So you can be trying to get gas, you can be trying to get Enfamil for your kid. Your wife can be totally sick, and you trying to get some medicine from the pharmacy to get home. They don't care nothing about none of that.
That's enough. It's crazy you said that he's gonna pray for him. I've never seen, as black people, another race believe something so wholeheartedly that was used to enslave and justify in slavery.
What do you mean?
The Bible, which in the Bible, it says you can own black people.
It says you can own black people or
slaves. That's what they. But they used it.
Yeah, be
for
niggas
it.
like you. We got to read between the
But no,
lines.
yeah,
though, with
but
your-
they
with
used
your-
it for
your-
that.
your
I don't know about that
statements,
though.
'cause-
Read it.
I don't know about slave because slave. I mean, damn, I don't know.
So enslaving
Well, the
people is
Israelites were
natural
slaves.
since the beginning of time.
Yes, Israel is like Jews in the Bible were enslaved people.
Yeah,
like black people weren't the first slaves.
Yeah, no, I know
You
that.
what I mean?
What I'm saying is that they used, like
Yeah.
Christians, white Christians, especially in the South,
Yeah.
used the Bible to justify slavery.
Oh yeah. I mean,
What was it about
yeah.
black people that created such a slave market
Strong as
for
fuck.
Africans as opposed to another race of people on the planet?
I think even though people like in Egypt and in Africa there are ancient civilizations that are highly advanced, but then a lot of times you can look at even us growing up as children, we seen the pictures of Africa and we seen all these Africans in villages with no technology and none of this. So it's easier to try to manipulate somebody that doesn't know anything than it is somebody who has information to know better.
Well, what I mean is like,
Facts.
okay, so I'm gonna assume the African slave trade was the largest slave trade ever.
I don't
So,
even know if
Wasn't
that's
it called
true.
the transatlantic or some shit like that?
Transatlantic slave trade.
Yes.
So we're gonna assume that it is true.
Yeah.
But what was it that made
Cotton.
people? What was it that made people? This is white side.
But nah, what?
We
That
needed
is.
that fucking cotton.
That's what I'm telling you.
That's
That's
how
what
you
you
just how
that's
you
what
just
made it
said.
popular.
That's not
Finish
the
listening
question.
to
That's
what
not the
nigga
question,
say.
buddy.
You heard what he said?
That's not the question.
Yeah. So he said, "You just
Got
said
it.
like, you gotta listen, like,
Burgers.
French fries.
Nah, that ass though.
bitch.
That's crazy word.
why black people is my point. Why target black
Like
people
what made
in
us
Africa
the thing to
to
sell?
pray? What made us
Bigger,
the
stronger,
prey.
faster.
Well, I'll say this.
Yeah, but Africans were bigger, stronger, faster.
They
Well,
didn't have
look.
guns.
Yeah,
They didn't
Or
have
ships.
guns
Yo.
or ships.
Technology.
Africans were enslaving Africans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
So-
when you come over to grab slaves, they were
niggas
Africans.
selling the
You know what I
niggas.
mean? They were Africans already.
Yeah, the niggas sold the
So,
niggas.
Yeah,
I think
Uncle
that's
Tom's
that's
been-
what's
Yo,
been the
we gonna
flood.
take the niggas selling us the niggas too.
and they were royalty damn near. They had money to afford slaves. So then they just got more money by selling the slave, and they probably replaced the slave.
Plus, they couldn't catch
It
us,
was all
so they
a
had to use
whole
us to catch us.
Nah, niggas can catch us.
until they got the
Or
guns.
me and you, yeah.
Yeah, they can catch us.
A white boy can catch y'all.
You gonna
niggas.
find me at the diner, nigga. You gonna be
I
good.
think that's why you guys are
But I
both
think-
a little lighter skinned.
But I think that
you were in the house.
But
They
I think
had
that-
shows about that shit.
But I think that like the European part of it, and because they had the muskets and they had all the different advancement in weapons comparative to the native Africans, so you can pull up on the shore and yeah, they got spears and yeah, one or two of your people gonna die, but if you out there, you know what I'm
got
saying?
You're gonna
switches,
come out
nigga.
on top.
You gonna come
British
out on
people are
top.
just
Just
evil,
like
bro.
the
You ever
Israeli
seen Shaka Zulu?
In Pastat.
They had parts of that
Wow.
about the English and the British coming over in Shaka Zulu.
What did it?
That's an old show, old African show about a leader.
I know I seen that
the
before,
Shaka Zulu
but I
tribe.
think when I was a kid, it's
Of
I
the
mean,
Zulu
a
nation.
Zulu nation. Yeah, his name was Shaka Zulu. But yeah, that's a good show though. But I remember
Remember
watching
the
that shit back
story
in the
about the
80s.
Israelites and the Palestinians, how one side had rocks and one side had guns? It's kind of like what he's saying. Like, you can come to the shore, and niggas got spears. Nigga, we got some shit that'll touch you from afar. You can't throw this spear as much as this gun can shoot this bullet.
And soon as and just like when we talked about the 100 men versus the gorilla, what do we say? Soon as that gorilla punch a nigga head off, everybody
You
ain't
gonna
gonna
get
be as
hesitant.
tough as they
You gonna
gonna
get
be.
hesitant.
My Bible
if,
texted me,
so
I
if you
gotta
run up
go.
on the beach and you got a spear and you see somebody shoot something and they blow a whole hole in the nigga chest,
Yeah.
you gonna
drop
put
that spear
you
fast
gonna
as
drop
fuck.
that spear
Hey,
and get
look,
down and be like,
they
hey,
hit-
I don't want nothing to do with this.
They hit the nigga like this too. Bam! That shit done.
So, but I said Cotton when he was asking that question. So
I don't even eat cotton
so
candy because
harshly.
I ain't picking shit.
now,
Nothing.
because once the cotton trade, the industry started to boom when the cotton gin was
we
created.
need more of them niggas.
The cotton gin was created. It was making so much money with the creation of cotton, like world globally, not just in America, that the plantation owners needed funds to keep it going because they were making so much
They
money.
didn't need funds, they needed workers.
They needed workers, but they needed the funds. They needed the funds to get behind all of the stuff. So
But
the
the
workers and the equipment. So they needed loans. So they were
Nigga, we
getting
was the equipment.
they was getting loans from other countries. Started getting involved in this economy,
Slave trade.
in the slave trade economy. Other countries, other kingdoms, finances like the Spanish kingdom, the French.
so it was popping. The money
was popping. They
like,
was-
almost like the oil industry.
They
but-
was
Niggas
it was
said,
it
if
was
they can do
popping.
it, we can do it.
Yeah.
It was popping more than all the industries
maybe because
combined.
black people can be in the sun all day.
That's what I was gonna say. We're
In the
better for the
melanin,
field.
Yeah, we're more
Yeah.
equipped.
There's a thing that I read. I don't know how to. You can search it though. They said the money that was made from slavery, from the cotton trade, was bigger than the Industrial Revolution, the
unmatched.
Railroad Revolution, the Gold Rush, and the California. Every single era combined. You can look that shit up. Look at it. Like the cotton
used to
era
call it white gold,
during the
right?
slavery was bigger than any type of like industrial type of phase that this country went through.
That's crazy.
That made the boom, the money behind that shit economically. It passed like all of them combined.
Could you imagine if
Damn.
a slave
All of them
owner
combined.
had only white slaves picking cotton?
It'd be some sunburnt motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
been the
If y'all
shits,
watch that new
nigga.
Cat Williams shit,
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
new shit.
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, "Damn, this nigga he seems kind of mid." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he had.
He started rolling. He started rolling.
Yeah.
That nigga said there's only one race that ain't been in the field yet.
Yeah.
And that shit. Nigga said we gonna be out there singing white Negro spirituals. Nigga, I'm telling you, bro.
That shit
Man.
was crazy. Hoodie, what was that video you said?
So when we were talking about the Jews and all that stuff,
Yeah.
there was a gentleman that I had followed, and he
Nigga, what's the video about? God
it's
damn.
about race. Just play it. It's about the
Yeah,
Jews
the
and everything.
video,
What we were talking about as far as
the-
when we were talking about how white people look at black people as far as them saying, "Oh, why should you get this? Why should you get Juneteenth?"
Like reparations?
Yeah.
And shit?
So yeah, just check it out. It's not that long.
The one with the.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta be careful.
You know what's crazy is
When I
the
press-
whole.
Do I gotta be careful? 'Cause
Nah.
I'll say
That
it.
whisper was still kind of loud though.
I'll say it with my voice.
Jewish people being a race of people.
With
to
them
me is insane.
crackers.
We'll see what this.
This video, let's talk about it.
Excuse me, what's happening to the white people? They have a black Miss America. They have a black college.
Wow.
They have a black month. What do we have? And
Every
now they
other
have
fucking
Juneteenth.
month.
Everything else,
Yes,
bitch.
I understand there was slavery, don't get me wrong. But there was
I
also
hate
a
that
Holocaust.
phrase.
Look at her
And that was
body.
more recent than
They all look like that.
slavery.
That's crazy.
You don't hear the Jews saying
But like a pillowcase full of mayonnaise.
What's the point of Juneteenth?
Damn.
You know, credit came from Jewish people.
I don't know.
I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and let's talk
Damn.
about what you just saw. So this woman asked the question,
Will we let it play?
Let him cook.
Copy.
what's happening to the white people? She then said they have a black Miss America, they have a black college, they have a black month, and now they have Juneteenth. And then poses the question, what do white people have? Saying that you don't hear the
That word
Jews
they
saying,
bothers
give
me.
Give me,
Yeah.
give me, give me. Okay, let's take this point by point. Point number one, remember, for decades, black women were excluded from the pageant entirely. Vanessa Williams became the first black Miss America.
And she got a title straight.
Barely 60
83?
years after the competition began in 1921. Representation did not replace anyone, it corrected exclusion. Point number two, HBCUs were founded because black students were barred from white institutions. The Morrill Act of 1890 required segregated states to provide land-grant colleges for black students if they refused to integrate. Historically, black colleges and universities were not handouts. They were parallel systems built because access was denied. Point number three, Black History Month began as Negro Week in 1926, created by historian Carter G. Woodson
Week.
to confront the
I didn't know
systematic erasure of black contributions from textbooks and public memory. It expanded to a full month in 1976 during the nation's bicentennial. It exists because omission was policy. Point number four, Juneteenth marched June 19th, 1865, when enslaved people in Galveston, Texas were informed of their
2
freedom
years
more than
after
2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation. It became a federal holiday in 2021. Juneteenth commemorates delayed freedom and then finished work of equality. Point number five, the Holocaust comparison. Jewish communities absolutely sought justice. In 1952, West Germany signed the Luxembourg Agreement, committing billions in reparations to Holocaust survivors and to Israel. Compensation programs, restitution funds, and formal acknowledgement followed. Black Americans enslaved for nearly 250 years in the United States have never received federal reparations for slavery. The promise of land redistribution in 1865 was reversed. Instead came black codes, convict leasing, redlining, exclusion from GI Bill
Gerrymandering.
and a
Jim
racial
Crow.
wealth gap that persists today. This is not give me, give me, give me. This is unaddressed harm. This is history without repair. Recognition is not lost. It is not lost to tell the full story. It is not lost to honor delayed freedom. It is not lost to repair documented harm. It is not lost to expand the table. It is not lost when justice reaches everyone. Commemoration is not competition. Justice is not a zero-sum game. Healing starts with knowing, follow for more.
Yeah, he cooked.
Yeah, that's why I said
How
let
could
that-
how
that's why I
could
said
how
let
could,
that man cook.
how could they make things right?
Certain
What the fuck?
characteristic where
How could they make things right in the black community? All right, we're talking about reparations. What's a realistic start to deliver reparations?
See, the thing
Acknowledgement.
about
Education, bro.
acknowledgement.
Education. Educate the white
Acknowledgement.
educate white people and whoever, Spanish, whoever in this country, what the black people have done and what they have suffered, so you can have empathy. So younger
Or-
generations can have empathy.
Or what the fucking
Well,
white people done.
I'm not mad at
The
that.
hard-
Pete.
I'm just saying, because
Cruelty.
education is everything. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I'm not mad at that.
Then you can have your reparations,
I
but
said-
you need to educate in the school books, all that.
So I'm not gonna
All
disagree
that.
with you at all. I use the word acknowledgement because if you acknowledge the contributions that black people have made, that's gonna automatically educate you on the things that it wasn't a white world. So if, just like I told you earlier, everybody said Thomas Edison made the light bulb, but didn't nobody know about Lewis Latimer, who created the filament, who actually made the light bulb work. So without acknowledgement, there is no education. Because if you don't acknowledge the fact that a black person or somebody of a non-white Caucasian descent has made this contribution, you have to acknowledge that in order to educate the people.
You know what's funny?
I
Is
agree.
if
with
So
that
that's why I
too.
said. That's why I just said acknowledgement instead of education.
I was gonna say if they did acknowledge
hand
and
in hand.
actually did it like correctly as how we would want it to look, and stop whitewashing history year after year after year, black people probably wouldn't even want the motherfucking money. They'd probably just say thank
What do
you
you
for.
mean?
We
like,
probably
just
want
say,
segregation.
I'm not saying all
I want
black
the
people.
money.
I'm saying
Send me my check.
finally somebody's acknowledging my country. Oh,
I
I'll
see.
tear that.
Y'all love midgets.
Yeah,
Or
they
small
fucked me up with
people.
that one. I can't even think right now. Jesus Christ.
You saying if they come out and fully disclose?
And acknowledge everything that we've done. Don't whitewash. Don't. You should be able to teach history as history, not just black history.
Oh, okay. So
Just
like
everything.
real, unadulterated.
That's
like,
what I'm talking
Yes.
about.
pure
Education.
Yes.
Everything.
Black people will probably
And that's
Educated.
enough.
be like, we wouldn't even want the money. Just thank you.
I
Finally.
would want the money.
Of course, I do too. But I'm just saying,
Tap my pockets.
as a whole.
But if they said some shit like, well, you know, all your kids can go to school for free and, you know, we'll give them a housing stipend that's like $100,000 to start with to buy their first home or some shit.
I think 100,000 is a good number.
Yeah, because
see-
I mean, different areas is different. 100,000
Even tax
in a
breaks.
different area,
Even tax
something like
breaks.
that. So it wouldn't even necessarily have to be me. It would be something that could help build generational wealth for the black community. You know what I mean?
Create an actual system of success for
Yeah.
black people.
Yes, sir.
There was
Which
a
is why
Vlad
we're still
interview-
behind now, because we could never had that opportunity.
There was a Vlad TV interview where he was arguing reparations and how dispersing this money would fuck up the economy.
What'd he
And,
say?
He was like, you think all black people can get just $1 million? You know how much money that would be? I'm like, bro.
I mean, they blow money on so much more. Like,
Well, I mean,
what is
we-
there, 300 and something million people in America? Like, you got
right.
400 million to give every person $1 million, but that's every person. We're talking about every black person, which is less than half.
Mind you, we,
If
So
you're
you
half
got
black,
that.
so you
we
get like
created this whole
500,000.
Yes.
shit. We created this whole shit.
Nigga, just give me a 2026 Tahoe with the gas tank full, and I ain't gotta make no payments.
I just
on
want
it
some
till
Wendy's.
next year,
And-
and I'm good.
And without
Yeah,
the
you shooting low.
He said, I just want some Wendy's.
and without the recognition, like what Hoodie was saying, and the knowledge of what the actual country did to hold black people back is gonna start a whole lot of resentment. Like, cause white people like that lady on that video don't understand what black people have suffered
That's
and what
what I
they
mean,
have
naive.
went through. Because
She said
our-
they like it was a group of animals or some shit like
Yeah.
they.
Yeah.
They have like, bitch, if we're all created equal, they ain't even a word you would choose to use in conversation.
Yeah, that's
You're-
a fact.
you're
Black
classifying.
black people. You know what I'm saying? So they like they're animals. But that's what I'm saying. Without that education starting, is not gonna help the situation fully. You know what I'm saying? If this country does not recognize what it
Do
has
you think
done,
that would help a racist be an unracist?
of course not. But you have to start people young.
But it does.
Like you have because
racism is taught.
It's taught. It will. It will. Some of them.
The reason why I say that is
It will.
It is taught. We're all taught that white is light is good, dark and black is bad.
Yeah, 'cause
Jesus
y'all even be having jokes about me
So-
because I'm usually the blackest
so
nigga in
when-
the room.
Look at
Usually.
look at Jesus on the walls of a lot of churches we went to. It's blue eyes and
Right.
brown straight hair. You know, blonde hair sometimes. Like that shit is crazy.
You know what's funny? In my mother-in-law's house, Jesus and Santa are black.
That's fire.
All of them.
Well, I mean, in the
That's
Bible
fire.
it states that he has skin of wool. I mean, skin of bronze and hair of wool.
That's crazy, right?
That's fire.
That's why he's Mexican.
Yo, do you have your Instagram on your phone?
Did you send something there?
Yeah, I just sent something.
You know what's crazy is until Barack Obama, any little black kid that like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And motherfucker said I wanted to be president. Until Obama, like that wasn't even like imaginable.
Nigga, I was in prison when he got elected.
Crazy.
And the COs let us stay up for that shit. It was like midnight when he actually won, like when he had enough
Yeah, when they conceded.
electoral votes. And I remember being in that motherfucker in the day room, crying, like not literally
It's
crying.
okay. You was crying.
It's
You
okay
bitch
to
ass
cry.
thug
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? But that
Sitting
shit,
there with a shank in his pocket.
That was a historical
like
thing.
that. There was like three of us up, like you know what I'm saying, and we were just like, yo, this shit is crazy, and dead ass like tears was coming down my face, like yo, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that shit. Never forget that shit.
Yeah, that was nuts.
How do you get the message?
Word.
been a
No,
while.
nigga don't be on that shit.
Yeah. So what's this one right here?
Yeah, just play it.
Just play. Wait, I
Just
don't
play
like
it.
the way you said that.
Just
Yeah, the
play
way
it.
he said that with the smirk.
Put the camera
Got
on
me
me.
a little
Look at it
nervous.
first.
Let me put the
No,
camera
don't
on
look
me. I
at it
just wanna
first.
Get the disclaimer. I don't know what the fuck this video is. I'm playing it for Hoodie. He sent it to my Instagram. I'm connected to the box, so whatever it is, it's him.
Go ahead and
Even
play
the
that.
tabs on
Go ahead
the
and play
side.
that.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
see this shit.
I seen that.
So listen. So then play the next.
nigga
Play the
is-
next one. I sent you 2. Play the next one. Pick that cotton candy, you dirty
You
Snicker.
stupid. Where the fuck you find this shit?
The fact that niggas feel
nigga has a
comfortable doing that is
racist-ass
just
algorithm,
crazy,
son.
bro.
That nigga's algorithm
Damn.
is like
So that's
crazy.
so my point in making you play those videos
White power.
to go back to what we were talking about.
you dirty Snicker. What the fuck?
Yo,
White power.
White power.
Oh
the
my
point
God.
the point of me bringing that up is the hard part is like he said in the video, reparations, whatever. There's not going to be any education without acknowledgement, and then there's not going to be any change without changing people. So P said, can you make a racist be a non-racist? Yeah, it happens all the time because a lot of them KKK white people,
Sorry.
a lot of the KKK, because you know them old white people,
Yeah.
who daughters is having little nigga babies.
Oh,
now they
yeah,
loving,
yeah,
now
yeah,
they
yeah.
loving them little nigga
Yeah,
babies.
I've actually been through a few of those situations where a motherfucker hated me back in the day, and I didn't have babies with these certain individuals.
became- yeah.
But then their same daughters ended up having
Babies with-
with black people.
He's a good one.
And
He's one
guess
of the
what I
good
look
ones.
like now?
Yeah.
You
Guess
know
what I
what?
look like now?
That's crazy is because they
Clifford.
they
Nah, Cap. He was a thug, right?
Yeah.
He was a gangster, but he actually did something good with his life.
They ain't even
Where
the same nigga.
Yeah, and then your child doesn't always excel the way you thought they would, and it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
You look at my kids is good.
Got everything to do with you.
Everything to do with me.
Now
Maybe
what?
you should have let me
do that.
put one in your daughter.
Oh,
Oh.
a baby. Goddamn, you guys are so, I don't know.
I
Yeah.
just repeated it.
Come
I
here,
don't know what
Becky.
he thought.
I think a lot of the problem
family
is
show, you
because I think
Yeah,
everybody's
you're right.
a lot of them white families never been around black people. So when they finally get introduced to black people, they have their what's it
I'm just hesitant.
the stereotypes from what the white media
What you
plays
see
of
on
black
TV.
people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then when they get introduced to a black person, and then that time is when they have sex with their daughter and have a kid. That's the first time. So they
I see what you're saying. That's the
Now,
first time they actually
they're-
get close
to a black person.
Okay.
And now
That's
it takes a while, but when you're raising that kid, now you're actually part of their family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now a black person is
Well,
part of their family.
goddamn,
You
he's
know what I mean?
fast as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
You realize
My
bullshit,
my
bullshit
grandson
ain't inherited.
can jump high as fuck.
that rumor.
We're not saying you can't be scientists. We're just saying if there was a race, you'd be the
Hey.
first one to the telescope.
Do y'all know what Nike and the KKK have in common?
Here we go.
They make niggas run
They
faster.
they both make niggas
Yeah.
run fast.
man.
I had to recall
I told
it
you
on
that,
he
Joe.
told
You
us
supposed to
that.
let me rock. I already told you that, Joe.
Nah, nigga. I'm the comedian, nigga. It's me now.
That's you now.
Nah, cause y'all niggas start going.
All right. Yo,
But
so
shit, you said, can you make a racist not racist?
basically,
Yeah.
I can make a racist like me. You know what I'm saying? But
All white people like me.
I can't make you like my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't really do nothing with that because I'm sure they had a lot more negative experience that they created.
yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say a nigga just gave you a fucked up experience.
Yeah.
You probably approached it fucked up and got the reaction that you was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's hard to change their mind, but then it goes again like
You ever seen that
he's
video
one of the good ones.
of the
I
dude that
think-
called and was like, "I'm racist and I don't want to be racist anymore. How do I change?"
Nah.
He was called like a live TV show, and the black chick was like, "Hey, go out, hang out with some black people." interact.
all you
Get
can
to
Go
know
to
these
a
people.
fucking cookout.
You know what I mean?
That's all you
Something
can
with
Work
some-
with them.
That'll
You gotta
change
be
your world.
you gotta be invited to the cookout though.
Oh yeah.
But
You can't just pull
you
up.
work
you
with them
can't-
too.
Pull up at the,
You
you know what I
can't
mean?
just change. You can't just. I don't want to be. Nigga, you
Yeah.
got too many things about
Yeah.
you. That's that.
Yeah.
You gotta change before you think you can just hang out around niggas.
Yeah.
You gotta.
No, but that's what he
understand-
did. He ended up going out and was like introducing himself to random black people and sit
Yeah.
down and talking to them and figure out what they do for a living. and-
Education.
That's kind of like stopping drugs.
You know, because
Yeah,
the
I mean, it
reality
take a
is
while.
there's no difference between us in here as black men and then a group of white men in the same thing. Maybe our interests might be different. Maybe our gestures, some of our speech, things that we like might be different. But at the end of the day, as a black
Cat
man,
Williams,
I wanna love my wife. I want my
Right.
children to be great and prosper. I want to be able to be comfortable and live comfortable. And I want all my family to be healthy and live and be productive people of society. I think all men or all women, no matter what color, race, creed, or whatever, wants that same thing. So the hard part is racism is, like he says, it's taught. It's not anything that's just you're born into.
It's ignorance. It's ignorance for not knowing somebody. Everybody is in their own clans, you know,
Fear,
like
too.
their own
That's
clans,
the
like the
word
white clan.
right
You got your
there.
own clan, the white clan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have your groups. You got the black, so they believe different, you know what I'm saying, things about people that they don't know. And then like I work with white people that have been racist, and then
Yeah.
being around niggas or black people,
I like your nigger nose,
They
boy.
they change though. They that ass they do change
the most-
because
they
they never been around
You know what the most
black people, and they're like they just like me in a certain way, like just like me. They're
Then they
not
realize,
as bad as
they realize
as what they
you don't like the same niggas that they don't like.
I gave
You know what
I
I'm
gave a
saying?
couple
Like,
racist
That's funny
people-
as fuck.
Because it's like, just because
Nah,
we're
that's
black
real, though.
doesn't
Listen,
mean
for real,
we
yeah.
love every black person.
Just because we black don't mean we love niggas.
But it's not about niggas. It's about people.
I gave white
I
people a
don't-
different moral code. Like the white people I've been around, is like nigga, he don't even take the same disrespect that he would.
Two things real quick. Curtis, me, Cap, me and you, we experienced, we were racist a couple months ago when we walked out back by your truck and we seen them two dudes
That wasn't racist. That was
young niggas and we was
PTSD.
but
no. I can explain that. So you can speak for yourself. You were racist. You just
He like,
said,
don't point a finger at me.
yeah.
Ain't no weed,
Look at him.
nigga.
He like,
Ain't no
fuck,
weed.
I thought we was in this together.
It's like damn.
we was ready. No,
But
nigga,
what I'm
no.
saying-
You.
but
was
what I'm
racist.
saying is we were in a situation where we seen two young black men and they were actually doing something positive, and because of our experiences
He's
with
like,
people,
what the fuck
we looking like, you know, we wasn't plotting on them, but we was plotting on them to see
got
what.
my knife, nigga.
Y'all was
Yeah,
getting
word up.
ready.
But then the most
Some bullshit.
They was
that,
doing
that
the
was
most positive shit they could do.
word up, and then what I wanted to say about what everybody else said about white people. You know what the most disrespectful, positive statement that a white person can tell a black man?
You're one of the
You're
good
not
ones?
like you're.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
know
like the
good
rest of them.
Or
Well,
I
how
like
do you?
you, or-
Well, how do you know what the rest of us
Or,
is
or
like?
you talk so proper.
Yeah, I went to college,
Yeah,
bitch.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what I
lie.
mean, too.
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
went to college,
That
motherfucker.
shit-
I know a couple words.
Yeah, but you know what the beauty in that too is that gives you an inlet to educate a motherfucker that wasn't open to being educated
Definitely.
by a black person. Period.
Yo, my boss.
If you have to work with them every day, all day, it doesn't matter what they say as long as it's not like blatant racism or nigger. You know what I mean? Because you have the ability to help
Ooh,
shift,
right?
and that's how things actually change. Like we want all these major changes, but nothing is going to happen at the snap of a finger, right?
Look at all the white ladies
Yo.
we look at all the white ladies we talk about in the gym. How
Yeah.
many of those ladies in the gym
Yeah.
respectfully are around young black
Yeah.
men to be able to even have a real life general
So
idea
the
of
little
what
short
they are?
lady at the Y,
I seen
I
her.
used to be with her daughter. Mm-hmm. Her and her husband. He's a really tall dude that still goes to the gym with her sometimes. He's an ex-CO. They was on the most racist shit ever. Her daughter used to tell me like, they used to call me everything in the book, bro. And now when I see her, she talks to me. She knows who I am. We talk about her daughter every once in a while, but things are different now. I don't know what she's been through in her life. Her daughter's with a white man that was a cop out here. They moved down south, but she doesn't treat me like how she.
Stereotypically.
Perceived.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this is something my boss sent me during the Super
Perception
Bowl.
versus reality.
Yes, sir.
He sent this to the group chat. He said,
Perception is reality.
this during the Super Bowl. He said, halftime turned off. Let me know when the game starts so I can turn the TV on. Republican and far right. Know what I'm saying?
What was the last thing he said? Republican
And
and
far
Republican
right.
and
And
far
the far
right.
Those are
That's
good.
just
One,
crazy.
I'm black. My last name is Torres, and he knows that. The nigga on the stage is Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? But then I did my evaluation. He was like, you're a likable guy.
You
and
should
all
have minded
this
I'll
shit.
sue that nigga, bro.
No, I wouldn't get emotional like
Well,
that. How can
listen,
I
you?
want that paper.
My
I just
nigga,
got the screenshot.
If you're gonna be a
So-
man, teach your kids how to be in control of their emotions to the best of their ability. Because if you have an emotional response,
Right.
you're not the person that should be flying the plane or driving the car with passengers in it.
Driving the truck,
Take
the
your time.
18-wheeler.
Yeah, no, take your time and think about what he said. Yeah, that shit is offensive like a motherfucker. But
Yeah.
he just told you and showed you what you're dealing with.
Where he stands.
He,
so
he
now you
right
know
in
how to
front of
treat
your
him.
face. And I'm with my homie that's 100% Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, look at this shit, bro.
yeah,
So I'm like, listen, that's a motherfucker that can say I'm a likable person.
yes.
But who am I gonna convince? I can't convince him to like
Everybody
nigga.
else,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
'cause you can't convince anybody to like anybody.
I would have
That's
mind
what I'm
fucked him.
saying
I would have
about-
said, yeah, turn this shit off. LOL. Just to see what he said. I'm dead serious. Because
Nobody-
I can play that chess game.
Bro, I'm the only nigga in there. Nobody responded. Nobody.
I would have been like,
And I'm like,
smile
group text?
He
emoji.
sent it in the group chat on
That's
our whole work
crazy.
shit.
That's
so I
brave.
screenshotted Lex
You
was
see
like,
how we're talking about it now?
yeah,
You think the motherfuckers ain't talk about it outside of?
yes, yes. That's why I'm like,
You the only nigga at that job, you said?
only nigga in that group chat because I'm the only nigga driver. We got another nigga that's in the warehouse and Blicker, he work at the warehouse, but he don't get the messages. I'm like, yo, this is the shit that,
Yeah.
He's your boss?
yeah.
Just save those
I
messages.
got
One day
it,
they
I
might
got
come
it.
in
I
handy.
screenshot that
saying.
motherfucker. Lex was like, screenshot that shit.
One
I
day
was
that
like,
might
fuck
come in
it.
handy. You could even actually buddy up with him. Try to buddy up with
I
him.
got something on him
No, I'm just saying, buddy up with him. Conversate with him. Get more out
in
of
his
him.
mind, right?
That's
Get
what
more
I
out.
did.
Get more out.
I don't
of
like
that.
these niggas either.
I hate them. They
They
stink.
stink.
And I'm sitting here,
Like
I'm like,
playing the game,
Because I don't
man.
care. I don't care what y'all say.
It's both the light skinned niggas that said that shit too.
I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. I don't like the same niggas that them white folks don't like.
me neither.
Word up, nigga. I walk out to my car, I be seeing them young niggas, and that's why I wear my glasses all the time. Cause you know when you don't got your glasses and you walk and I can't
Look
see,
like you mugging.
so I'm be like this.
Look like you mugging, yeah.
They be like, oh nigga, what you look? I'm just trying to see who you is, player.
Right,
Shit.
right.
It's warm out. Why you got a shiesty on?
Why you in a bubble jacket?
Word up, nigga.
You
Take your
got
hood
a
off.
Get your
gun.
hand out your pocket.
We
You got
used to
a
beat them
gun.
niggas though. Stop fronting.
I
nigga.
know, but we were some dangerous little niggas too, right?
That's the point,
Think
though.
about it.
We was dangerous.
But you gotta show. I mean, you gotta show them the love, though. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. Show some love.
But
man.
see, this
show,
is the,
show
but
a little
but
bit
P,
of
this
love.
is the difference though.
Acknowledge them too. Be like, hey,
But-
what's
no,
up,
but-
young
but
blood?
They not like how we
No,
was.
don't say
Yeah,
young
yeah.
blood. Don't say young blood though, because they might be Crips.
Don't say young crip neither.
But P, what you
know, they
got,
might be
but,
Crips.
but P, what you not understanding is they not like us, bro.
know,
Because
no.
we could, because somebody, an older person, will be like, "Hey, yo, what up, little homie?" These niggas be
little
like,
niggas
"Who the fuck is you
disrespectful.
talking to like
They
that?"
disrespectful.
Little homie,
Who little
nigga, I ain't
homie?
little. I'm the big homie out here,
Listen.
and I'm looking.
They
And-
disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
could be brolic. You can because they got switches and some of them are respectful, but the culture that they're growing up in isn't one of respect
Yeah.
at all. Ours was. I respect my elders, the older niggas in front of us, and people that
Women
are,
and children.
are giving us respect.
Definitely.
They're not in a culture of respect. It's just aggression.
Just aggression. That's it.
Lock me in a room with you. You scared as fuck though. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you think that shit is from, bro? Is that
A lack of fathers in the community.
Preservatives in the food.
Grand Theft
I
Auto.
think
Lack
that's
of
all
dads.
it is.
Some
A nigga that
fucking
don't got no
food, nigga.
dad.
lack of dads?
Alright.
Lack of dads.
Or a nigga with a bitch ass dad.
Well, think about
Like
it.
a whole ass
That's
nigga.
what happens when you don't have a dad. You're raised by a female,
And a mom,
right?
yeah,
and if your mom isn't tough as nails, and you don't have uncles around and males, you're
Right.
automatically gonna be a sassy nigga, emotional nigga.
Yeah.
Like men are supposed to be intellectual. We're supposed to process so that we can hunt, so that we
Right.
can collectively do things together and build.
Right.
But when you become emotional, you're impulsive.
You fuck up the whole empire.
That's why.
That's what they
people-
are now. They're impulsive as fuck.
And that's why a lot of people don't want a woman president because they feel like her emotional
Outbursts.
instability or outburst is going to be.
I said that to my daughter and my
Detrimental.
wife.
And I'm not saying, and I'm not
They
gonna,
both
I'm not gonna
was-
say it's
was
true.
tight
I
when I
don't
said
know,
that shit.
but I'm just saying
But
that
it was
you
real
know,
because they
a
both
woman
get
is-
attitudes,
keep it a
nigga,
buck with
for
you.
no fucking reason when it's that.
If
not
I'm
to
gonna
be
do
funny.
anything, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That shit ain't safe.
I asked my daughter if she was on her monthly and she got mad
Oh,
Right.
bro, what's funny is
because
that
she was being like testy, right? was like, damn, you on your monthly? She's like, you don't ask a woman that. Like, I was like,
You're not a woman. You my daughter.
you acting kind of crazy right now.
And you
Like,
talk
they'd be
to them
like,
like I don't know.
A woman
women.
president
Yeah.
would start a war just like that. But then I'd be like, hasn't every war been started by a dude?
You gotta change that shit up, bro.
Bro, listen.
They might do better than the niggas that's
Every
better
war
than
might
this
have
nigga
been
that's in
started by
office
dude.
right now.
Because I mean, I
That
know a
nigga
lot
be
of, I know a
doing
lot
some
of,
weird
I ain't
emotional
gonna lie.
shit too.
I don't think we should get too deep on this conversation.
I'm just gonna
I
leave
think
it
we should
like
let
this.
that motherfucker.
I'm gonna ask y'all
live
one.
and
Who
die.
run-
Let me ask you one.
What?
Who runs your household better, you or your wife?
My wife does. I ain't gonna lie.
You think I'm gonna give you the wrong
She
answer?
does.
I'm not.
She does.
My wife.
Now I'm a very powerful tool in my household,
Oh
but
God.
she's very good at.
She's the craftsman.
Strategic.
She
They
turned
be
a
strategic
house.
with that shit.
She turned a house to a home.
And I ain't talking no
You
shit.
can't
I love
deny
my
that.
wife. I'm very
That's it.
independent. I can cook, clean, do everything.
Yeah.
But my wife runs my household
Like a CEO.
better than me. I'm a house husband. I
Yeah.
clean. I do all the
Yeah.
housely duties because that's my job, being a house husband. You know what I mean? I'm retired.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my wife, doesn't matter how much I do, how clean I think things are, she gonna find something that I didn't do and not complain about it and not point it out. She's just gonna
correct
go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, and I'm not. I fight for equality. I think that I don't fight for gender roles. I think that everybody is equal in a sense. In my house, we have roles. It's not a gender role.
Because my wife knows when to stand to the side and be like, you
Nigga,
got that, baby.
Nigga,
Like,
I'm a feminist.
she-
I'm gonna
like-
keep it real. I'm a feminist.
What is
I'm a
that?
But I'm a
lesbian.
man at the same.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning I support women to the fullest.
Oh, yeah, me
The
too.
rights, the shit they want to do, get a job, equal pay. I support that to the fullest. But I'm a man at the end of the day,
Yeah.
nigga, and I stand on what I stand on, and I'm gonna do what I
Yeah.
do, regardless of. You know what I'm saying? So my wife runs the household for sure. And she
So
turned
all
the
I'm
house
saying
to
is
a
when we
home.
talk about the country and people say that women can't run the country, and I'm not gonna argue with nobody about none of that shit because I've everybody has the right to their own opinion.
Right.
Me personally, I just
wouldn't want my wife running the country, though.
I'm not saying that neither. I'm just gonna say
tripping sometimes.
in my household, my wife runs my household better than me.
Can't nobody
And-
stretch a dollar like a single mother.
And so a lot of women,
Shit.
so we all sat here and said that our women's run our household better. So I'm not going to say that a woman would destroy our country. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say in the act of
I just
equality.
don't think they built for beef the way niggas is built for beef.
That's why they got their
know what I'm
advisors
saying?
to
Like,
handle that.
That's why they
I'm
got
talking
that.
about, like,
Talk about it,
beef.
P. They got advisors.
That's why they got
That's why they got a
advisors.
husband. Our women ain't built for some shit. But what happened? You just said my wife knows when to be like, hey, I need you to handle that,
Well,
sir.
have you
So
ever
she needs to
realized-
know
Let me
when.
holler
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
champ.
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me-
She
yeah,
know
yeah.
a woman
Let me
knows
holler at
when
the
to
joint
lean on her
chief of
advisors.
chatters.
Yeah.
What about the emotional aspect of it?
That's
Because
what
it
I'm
is
saying.
real. Let's be real. It
You
is
ever-
real.
You
It
ever
is real.
realize a
But-
motherfucker, a woman will violate their friend and then be friends with them again?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what niggas do. You can't bomb a country and be like, well, let's talk about a peace treaty and
Nigga, it's
Shit,
over.
I
do that all the
can't-
time.
It's over.
I don't know about no peace treaty.
Yo, Hoodie taking off his headphones like he ready to get the fuck out of here.
Nah, I just dropped the mic on my little statement. That's all.
That was a good one.
Nah,
That was a good one. I just want to play this real quick before we get the fuck up out of here. It's nothing major. It's something to change the direction of conversation, and we'll see how it applies to your guys' thought processes because I believe in it, kind of, sort of.
We turn now to a story that's getting a lot of people talking and also set to make history. Take a look at this. This is a social media post by Reuters. Australia is set to become the first country to implement a minimum age for social media use, with platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube forced to block more than 1 million accounts, marking the beginning of an expected global wave of regulation. So this is a live look right here of the Sydney Harbour as this ban is set to take effect later on today. A little bit more information. Australia's world first social media ban for under 16-year-olds will take effect at midnight today local time, forcing major platforms to block users or face heavy fines. All of this aimed to protecting children from harmful content and mental health risks.
I'm with that.
That's a pretty ass skyline.
I'm gonna leave it right there. What do you guys think about that? I thought that was pretty deep.
I'm in full
with it.
agreement.
I'm with it.
Because
Fire.
I know for a fact I seen shit too early.
Fire.
And that's why my mind is the way it is now. I'm so non-sympathetic or empathetic, and I don't really give a fuck about a lot of shit. Meanwhile, a couple generations before me, care about everything, and they feel emotions towards a whole lot of shit, and they rationalize a lot of shit where I just dismiss a lot
What
of
type of
things.
shit was it that you seen that you feel plays a role in how you are now?
Somebody, what do you mean? Like on social
Violence?
media?
Yeah, like
'cause
what
you
made
said
you
you seen
feel
a
that
lot.
way?
I
Like,
see so many people getting killed on the daily. I see so much
on social media?
That's fucked
yeah,
up.
I see so much.
He was exposed to it.
You ever seen a video of a nigga taking a picture under a woman's skirt? Like you see that on the daily. If you on social media, that's not some shit a kid should see and have that
See,
mindset.
we didn't have
if
it
That's okay.
when we were growing up. We didn't have it at all. So
Right. That's why y'all are more
That's
emotionally
crazy.
intellectual, because y'all can explain shit a lot better than a motherfucker that's like, nigga, that shit happen every day. I don't know what to tell a nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the type of nigga I am off the shit. I wasn't technically raised on social media because I was in the area, the age where like you can't be on the phone and on social media, and after 9, all that shit's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
would you say it kind of desensitized you to?
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't care about a lot of shit.
that's
like,
crazy.
real
It also
shit.
limits stupid shit too.
You think it
see
fuck
a lot
with
of
your
kids
mental
doing a lot of
health
dumb
as
shit.
as far as like anxiety, any type of
Nah.
things like that?
I was gonna say that too, because a lot of like even Lex be talking about how like social media changed like how people live. It don't affect me like that.
It made it easier to
saying-
get clout.
You know, this is the hardest part. Without having to put your social security number in to validate your identity, kids can put whatever age that they want to put in there. So how really is that going to stop them from doing it? Because a lot of the kids now will put that they're 16 or they're 18 or whatever,
Just to get
whatever.
Roblox, cut you off. Roblox has a thing where you have to use your picture to unlock it. So you have to, so it's a photo identifier that
Yeah.
can tell how old you are, and it'll make you take your picture left, right, and that's how you can do it.
Okay.
There's software around that.
No,
easily.
but I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying. That's
That's
just,
what they're probably doing,
Yeah, that's
something like
Roblox.
that.
You know what I mean? But you know, so if Instagram is going to do that in Australia, is that going to do that worldwide? Facebook,
Most likely.
Australia, worldwide.
They might.
likely.
You
I feel
know,
like
because
that
the
might
hard
be the
part
only
is
answer.
the
Not
hard
really.
part.
It's not really that hard.
So what I'm saying is the hard part is they're gonna lose millions and millions of people, because how many kids from
It's not Instagram doing it; it's the country doing it.
Country, yeah.
It's a law.
I
It's a
think,
law.
I think you're
I
talking about
underst-
the millions of the
I
country
understand.
rather
I
than
understand.
social media.
I understand
So
that.
what you saying?
But what I'm saying is if they're gonna do that in Australia, and then in the video it said that it's a possibility that it could move more towards worldwide situations.
More countries are gonna pick it up,
So
yes.
so what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying is how are they gonna be able to? Besides the fact
be
of having
law.
to put, but besides the fact of having to put your social security number in,
I just told you.
kids nowadays. Yeah, but that's just Roblox.
I just told you how they can do that. They have software to do that.
You know what's crazy is how
Yes.
is Roblox
I
harder to
just
get
told
on
you.
than Pornhub?
But Pete, you don't look like you 45.
That's insane.
What I'm telling you is,
Yes,
you
I'm
were gonna
18.
have to, you're gonna have to have software. There's gonna be some type of software with AI they just have the technology to make that work. That's not gonna be hard. That's
Personally,
not
I
gonna be
feel
hard.
like we should look into how they're gonna make it work before
Instead
we
of
assume.
speculating.
Yeah.
Because
I
if
think it's
they-
a good thing,
Imagine if they we need birth certificates.
I think
We
it's a
need
great
someone-
thing.
I
I'm
do
not-
too, but I think they might implement something to where you can't fake it.
Yeah, no, I mean that's.
Can't
but
you look
that-
it up?
But that was my question. Is like, how are they gonna do that? Like, I follow my
not-
daughter on social media, so I see what she posts. You know what I'm saying? You can't have nothing without me being on it. So
Right.
I be on it. You know what I mean?
Is
so
this
I,
not
with my
something we can
parents.
look up
Same
right
with my
now?
parents.
Because it is already in
I don't
effect,
know.
right? They said
Google
it
it.
was in
Oh, that was 2 months ago for that one too.
so
So
it's probably definitely already.
I don't even swear on
Yeah.
Facebook because of my parents. I
Me
don't even
neither.
play like that.
My
You know
kids
what I'm
ain't get.
saying?
I already told me and my kid's mother talked about that. I'm not allowing my child to have social media. I said 15. I said 15 myself.
We could regulate.
But they're not gonna have social media. But you know, they said the law was 16. I'm cool with that too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But-
my daughter didn't have a working phone until she was 13.
Yeah.
She does have an Instagram and a and a Snapchat. But at night her phone goes into my room at a certain time so that she has a certain amount of time to relax and go to sleep. And then we don't have passwords in our household. I mean, we all have passwords, but we all know the passwords. I can pick my daughter's phone up, go right in her phone and use the phone.
All my kids have all my
outside
passwords.
security.
Yeah, outside security, so
they
nobody
grab
else.
your phone.
Yeah, so you can't grab my phone, but my wife can. Boom, and it'll pop right open. Jariah knows all the codes from my phone. It'll pop right open. So you know, the hard part with social media is how close are you to your kids and how on top of your kids are you. I 1000% support this. You shouldn't have social media until you're 16. I 1000% support that. But the hardest part is even when they're 16, it's just like when your kids go to college.
It's enforcing it.
It's just like even when your kids go to college, if you're not teaching your
kids.
if you're not teaching your kids how to survive without you when they go to college and they leave house for the first time, they're not going to know how to survive.
How to act on social media.
That's kind of what I was going to say earlier, because what you demonstrate in front of your kids, because it's not like a month or 2 or a year, it's for a duration. It's going to spill off into how they move on social media too. And I've noticed that with mine. 100% Juliet doesn't really do the post and shit like that. Tone does, but basically to keep family and friends updated on what he's doing. Deshaun, he says whatever the fuck he wants to. You know what I mean? So it's like a mixture of every phase of social media that I've been through myself. You know what I mean?
I bet it would make a big difference for like mental health. For, like, the entire nation. Like if that, because like wherever kids get bullied more online now than they do in person.
It's spooky.
They have a book that's out. Why Australia picked this up is because of this book. It's called The Anxious Generation. I forget the author's name, but he writes all about the effects of when social media took off, and then when kids self-harm, mental health diagnosis went up at the same time is when social media came out. So self-harm, suicide rates of teenagers and minors and young kids. So they tried to dispute, like they tried to see if it was something else. Could it have been in this country? Could it have been because of the mass shootings? Because of a lot of mass shootings. Could it have been that? So then they did a bigger, like, kind of analyze, and it was happening worldwide. So it wasn't just this country that was
social media.
When social media happened, it went in the whole world.
That's sad.
I bet you're not in China.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They still got Instagram. They still got certain things.
but in China it's
regulated.
controlled.
It's regulated. Yeah.
Which is the ultimate reason I feel like why they would be doing some shit like this. Because if it didn't happen there where it's controlled, well, let's see if we control it and it changes. You know what I mean? But I feel I agree with that shit.
I think
other countries are just more progressive. We're so stuck on freedom that we're scared to
We're so
make
stuck
a
on
change
freedom
on
and we're
anything.
not
it's about
free.
money.
We're
It's
not
about
even
money.
fucking free. Like,
it's a fact.
We're the most. They think this American dream that these other countries is chasing. You're gonna meet a fucked up reality. This is America, not that, bro.
Mark Zuckerberg, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
You know, Zuckerberg, nigga? You would hear that shit, nigga.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark
Damn,
Zuckerberg.
How you say that shit?
He and Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg.
We get it.
It
nigga.
don't matter.
Facebook,
Whatever.
Mark.
Facebook nigga.
Nigga Mark from Facebook.
Yeah. That dude. Who was the dude from MySpace? What was
Tom.
his name? Tom. That's crazy.
Tom.
That
That's
nigga came up
crazy.
and
That nigga was everybody's first
Whatever
friend.
happened to Tom?
He probably still in that same shirt.
He got
a white tee.
He got a white tee, like.
Me and Lex looked that up. He made his bag and got the fuck
out of there.
Like
Word
a
up.
smart
And
motherfucker.
they said, I'm
man.
done.
I don't know if that post was real, but there was a post or some shit of him saying if he got so many likes, he would talk about bringing MySpace back.
That was fire,
You
though.
can keep that shit. Niggas
I
ain't
wonder if
going
my
back like
MySpace
that.
is still active.
It's probably
What
still
you mean
there.
I ain't in your top 8?
But Mark in court right now in California, facing a lawsuit.
That nigga in court every year, bro.
But they facing a lawsuit for all the shit, like the harmful effects. So there could be a lot of regulation after that. I think it's gonna follow suit in other countries though. Australia did it. I think it's gonna.
I did find that Australia shit. It says Australia is implementing a strict under 16 social media ban by requiring platforms TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Methods includes mandatory AI age estimation, scanning faces, government ID submissions, and age checking related data.
So you gotta put your license up.
Yeah,
License,
license, your face,
license with your face, all that.
I'm just saying because I know.
They gotta do something.
Cap. What about son that we had yesterday that took the picture? I can have a young man come in here right now and you swear to God that boy 15, he 10 years old.
There's a multiple, but it's
then
multiple
then
things.
He'd probably have to use his ID, and then they probably go on his phone.
No, but what
check
I'm
his
saying
data
is,
that
if you look at this kid, you're gonna tell me he's 15, but he's 10. When he came in, I said, Cap, this dude's 10 years old. He walked in there, Cap looked around him, and he said, ain't no fucking way. And
You're missing the point.
You?
You're missing the point. You're just looking for kind of an argument, but the argument is not valid because it's going to be a scan. It's going to be multiple ways to verify your age. It's going to be the scan. So if he looks young or looks old, or regardless of what that is, you got to have the ID to go with that picture.
No, I understand. It's not that my argument isn't valid, Pete. Just because you don't agree with what I'm saying doesn't mean it's not valid.
It's not
I'm
valid.
just saying that my wife is 50 years old, and we went to the liquor store, and that man made her pull her fucking ID out because he didn't think that she was 30.
What's that got to do with the...
Because what I'm saying is, when you talk about facial recognition and when you're talking about what people look like, you can look older than what you are, or you can look younger than what you are.
Okay.
So when you saying the face scan, I'm saying how else are they gonna do it?
He just told you.
So my point is valid.
He just told you, bro. You're just talking.
So we're talking
just
about
to
face
talk.
scans and
With the
identification?
ID, with the identification.
And data, they're going to go through the recent data. And,
So until he just said that, what I was saying before he just said that was exactly what I was saying. So it's not my point's not valid. I'm just saying we didn't know that until he just said that. Is my point.
Yeah, that's why we said look into it.
So that's what I was saying is like he just said that.
I think it's got to go deeper than the ID too.
I don't understand
like,
what this
if you're
was about.
16,
This was
what
the
if you don't have an
second
ID?
Nah, you
Make
can
you
get
feel
ID.
better.
I'm saying you
Dry
can
got
get an
an
ID.
ID.
I'm saying, but what if you don't have an ID?
Then you not get on social media.
Yeah.
Go
Yes,
get
so,
an ID.
Yeah.
Because you
I
can
mean
get it.
that's what I was saying is like, are you just gonna do facial or is it gonna be ID or how are they gonna really regulate it? Because just like he said, you have to AI things or whatever. But just like nephew said, what if you don't get an ID? How many people we know that don't got a driver's license?
they probably won't be able to get it
So
social
are we
media.
all in agreement that we probably agree that it's a good thing to
Oh, it's a
implement
great thing.
and it will
Yeah.
be cool?
Yeah, it's a
I
great
think
thing.
I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it should be worldwide because you'll see shit you ain't supposed to see. That corrupts your mind.
I'm glad I didn't come up in
I've
that
seen,
era, man.
I've seen it.
Fuck that.
I've seen it with my own daughter. My daughter is a good girl. She's a good daughter.
Person.
You know what I'm saying? She's a good part. She don't go out. She don't smoke. She don't drink. She don't party. She don't do none of that. She does good
How
in
old is
school. She struggled around the COVID time. You know
How
what I'm
old is
saying? She's about to be 21.
Oh yeah.
She's about to be 21.
Okay.
But she struggled with that shit. Like her mom, not with my approval, gave her an iPhone at the age of 13, 12, and had an iPhone. So she had the smartphone from 12 years old until going
So
through
I did
junior
that with
high.
my kids too, though. They all had phones when they were young as hell. You know what I mean?
So I'm saying with my specific situation, my daughter had went through some shit where she was battling depression and anxiety and you know what I'm saying? She did some things like where social media I feel was a part of that. It had an influence of how she, you know what I'm saying, would express herself, how she would be able to how she viewed herself, how she viewed herself.
Girls a lot more too because of like beauty things.
Yeah,
they really
self-imaging, the imaging.
What you should look like. You know what I'm saying? And niggas don't really fall into that because niggas girls say they do shit for themselves and other girls.
Yeah.
Because honestly, no nigga ever told a bitch to go get a BBL. No nigga ever did that.
No nigga ain't never tell no girl, look, you look real good with them bat wings as eyelashes. Ain't no nigga ever said eyelashes is cute.
So then you got to look at how they're being influenced by social media
Competition.
because that's what they think that girl looks beautiful like.
Damn.
That's what, and that girl got 1 million followers, and it trickles down like that. But a nigga like, only thing a nigga really got is like a nigga that's really fit.
Yeah.
How you think he got there?
Or getting money and like
Yeah.
I want
Exactly.
to be able to
I
get
need
those
that.
types of things.
I mean,
I
for
need
me,
that
I think
Bentley.
I think for me, I think it really boils down to your household. I'm not gonna discredit
does.
social media
always does.
and the influence on anything because we can name 1 million kids and there's gonna be 1 million different versions of the same story.
Yeah.
I think it boils down to how you raise your kids, the influence that you have on the daily aspect of how they are. You know what I'm saying?
If you could take out social media, it'll give you more of a.
If you take out social media, it's
I
going to
think
get
that makes
replaced
a
with
very,
something else.
I think that makes a very big impact. But what he was saying was like the data saying at this point in time, everybody got fucked up.
Oh, yeah, no, I
was
respect
related
it.
to social
So you
media.
Hoodie can, or you can specify it to your specific situation.
Yeah.
So you can be like, if you do this, if there's a father involved, if there's a mother involved, this is not going to happen. But you could be the lucky one where it didn't happen because of pure chance.
I don't disagree.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with everything that you said.
So it's like there's how many good kids, right? Had good parents, 2 stable households, and ended up having a kid commit suicide anyway.
Nigga, I grew up in a household with 2 people with master's degrees, and I still sold drugs and went to jail.
That's what I'm saying.
No. So that's why I said I agree with everything that you're saying, P. I was just saying the hard part is if you have 1 million kids, you're gonna have 1 million different views of the same thing.
I think no matter
kid
how
gets
much
raised the
your
same.
influence is on your kids, the biggest influence is always going to be their
People
peers.
that are around. Yeah.
Statistics, but the statistics showed, that spike of mental illness, the spike of
Well, yeah, you got somebody
suicides and all
telling you
that
you're
shit.
fat from 3,000 miles away.
You have an algorithm that tell you to do get bulimic pills or
Yeah, definitely.
take you to throw up and do all this other shit.
Because you're exposed to shit that otherwise without that social media you wouldn't be exposed to.
I'm going to tell y'all something that's
affect you.
very, 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 very crazy is that my kids ain't, have friends and they have, my 8-year-old has a couple of friends, right? One of his friends from school came over for a play date and it was a girl, same age, both 8 years old, came over to the crib and was upstairs in a room playing, and my baby mom's, this is before we got back together, said that she heard, like, it got quiet, and then she heard Mason, my son, say, like, we shouldn't be watching this.
Oh, you talked about that on the pod,
and you know what I'm saying? And little girl had access, 8 years old, to the full internet, to the full whatever's on the internet.
Did you want to use that?
And was showing my son some Pornhub shit. You know what I'm saying? Literally, some like some crazy shit. And you know what I mean? That shit had my you know what I mean? When I figured that shit, I was tight.
Oh, I believe you. I was
a little boy.
A little girl showed my son, and like he was exposed to basically pornos through another 8-year-old girl from a phone, having a smartphone, had no regulation. My son has an iPad. We ain't give him no phone. He has an iPad, but we have strict regulations on what he can see. He don't have access to the internet. He don't have access to Safari. He has an iPad, but he can watch certain YouTube shit like that. But kids YouTube, but he has no access to the internet. He can't post. He can't talk to people. Can't do none of that shit. And we see exactly. We have time restrictions on there, when he can get on, when he can get off, and we know exactly what he sees. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be hard because, the hard part is now that we're grown, right, we look at things in a different light. But, when we was 12, 13, how many of us done seen I know living at your house. I know being at your house.
Nigga, I used to have to look at the Sears catalog.
When we 12, 13, we had mad pornos. Lou had mad pornos.
I ain't want to blow him up,
but that's different though. That's a whole different.
Get the one with the book.
The internet is a whole.
No name.
Put it back the way it was.
The internet is a whole different beast.
YouTube
is a whole different beast.
I agree with you, but the concept of us still watching those pornos at a young age is the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
That part,
it's easier to access.
It's the same thing, but it's not the same.
But as an 8-year-old, I wasn't watching.
Yeah, we wasn't interested.
I wasn't
in
even
that.
sexual.
I think a therapist would say they were the same thing.
Just a different.
I'm just saying
route.
conceptually
Think
is
about
all
it
I'm saying.
outside of us being fathers in this room. Somebody sitting on a couch trying to help to figure out what was going on. I think the therapist wouldn't put anything above or below either situation. Because when we were coming up, it wasn't right then. In that situation, it's not right then. And then you go from there. You know what I mean?
To be exposed though, to my son to be exposed from another girl his age at the house is the problem. You know what I'm saying?
But
because when I was 8, I was exposed. Probably maybe from I don't know. Not when I was 8 years old though.
Well, think about this: to be underage
not when I was
and
8.
have any knowledge of it is the same thing.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
wrong.
yeah,
So that's why I said conceptually. Conceptually, it's the same thing. Whether you're 8 or whether you're 10 or whether
young
you're
lady
13.
isn't getting like
Yeah.
abused or like because
Or you don't ever know what goes on.
For her to be at your crib and want to
Comfortable.
access
and try to show
that-
my son that, like
and be comfortable
Look at
enough to
this.
do that.
Yeah,
look at this.
that's disturbing.
To even know how to type that bitch into the phone.
Yeah.
And there's other kids like I find it I find it crazy though because there's another neighbor, but he's cool after he's a good kid, but he has an iPhone too, like
Yeah.
and he has full access.
Little kid, 8.
Little
type
kid,
shit,
9.
That just
But
hit
full,
me.
but
See,
full access.
Initially, my kids, I didn't give them full access to everything. They didn't need it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just so I can
Don't
call you
know
and text
young
you.
motherfucker.
How do you know
And
what porn is
we
at
put
8?
mad little games on their phone so they could play games and shit. But
So
That shit is
8-year-olds
dangerous to me, bro.
8-year-olds,
That shit is
8-year-olds
dangerous.
now are, in my opinion, there's a 3 to 4, maybe even 5-year gap between when we were 8 comparative to these kids now that are 8 because of
faster.
social media
Yeah.
and because of the internet and the vast amount of information
Yeah.
that they can have.
Being
so when
exposed.
we
You're
were
like the
10,
second grade. How you even know how to spell porn?
but you don't. But you got to think about it like this:
spelling,
when you
kindergarten.
when you in the 7th and 8th grade. I mean, when you in 2nd grade. When we were in 2nd grade, we didn't have anywhere to go look at nothing, so we weren't exposed to anything that we didn't know.
That's the problem.
So now,
that's the problem.
So now,
But who's exposing them is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Well,
But we all.
there's a
But
lot of
who
fucked
gave
up
you your
people.
first porno? Probably your cousin that was 1 or 2 or maybe 3 years older than you.
They hear a word.
everybody-
Actually came across mine.
Think
I'm just
about it.
saying,
That
but
you-
everybody has that cousin that's either their age that gets exposed, just like you just said, P. Your son had a friend who got exposed to something that was different, so they exposed you, just like us.
That's what I'm
we
saying.
all got
Who's
exposed to
exposing
something.
the first kid?
We are so out of touch with what happens. We probably can't even come up with a scenario that is
I can't.
actually legitimate.
When I was 8,
I got
because
a
we really
scenario-
don't fucking
when
know.
I was 8, I
know-
never had nothing
I'll
like
tell you
that.
this.
Like I was never
For
exposed.
an 8-year-old,
Nah.
like an
I can't
8-year-old
fathom that.
today,
Bro.
digitally
Ever.
typing in
Pornhub. I can't
at
fathom that.
somebody else's house.
You know the thing is, ads.
When I was
You
8.
can get a kid game and the ad will pop up of a girl in a bikini, shit looking
With the big
crazy.
booty, with
And
the
they
big
took the
titties.
ad.
Like on a kid's game, shit like that
Yes,
pops
it's really
up.
foul. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
really
you
foul.
you made like a plastic surgery type of game. You give her big boobies, give her big butt,
Oh, yeah,
butt
yeah,
like
yeah,
on the
shit like
ad.
that, yeah.
See, I
Like-
have no
like-
knowledge of that.
It's
That's
at all.
what I'm
crazy,
saying.
bro.
So yeah, it's not
crazy.
nothing's over or under the other. It's just the route that we gotta stop the route. So if you can nip this shit where it needs to be stopped at, then
So
it'll
your
turn
kid
out
could
a
be
lot
playing
better.
the game by themselves, and an ad pops up that leads them down a rabbit
Nigga, I'm
hole.
gonna tell you like this: when Lil Dre was like 13 or 14, right? He had one at Grand Theft Auto, and I'm not really into video games, and you know he's a boy, so as a dad, sometimes you treat your sons different than you treat your daughters. You know what I'm saying? So you know I had got the game for him, and then one day I'm coming upstairs, and all I heard was, oh. So I bust in his room like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? And I see the nigga, and he's just doing this.
That
So
car
all I'm saying, I
shaking.
said, oh, what are you? But he's on the game. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Picked up
But
a prostitute.
on the game, on GTA, he picked up a prostitute
was
and
catching
took the
some
prostitute in the bathroom. And you mashing the buttons to get your energy up, and basically you in the bathroom getting busy. You mashing the buttons, and once you get to the power up, boom! Now your whole health is back. You
How
come
old
up
was he? How old
like
was
13.
he? I mean, that's good. That's
No,
okay.
but I'm just saying.
You do all that in a game?
Nigga,
Yeah.
he just said that's okay, but I guarantee
At
you, if it was a
13?
13-year-old girl, it'd be a whole completely different
13?
story.
I'm burning GameStop down.
I'm trying to think how old what I was playing at 13.
That don't make it right.
Nigga, we was outside.
We was outside
bro.
at
13.
I used to throw a
Playing
tennis ball off
football.
my house. You know, like just
What?
we
Nah.
was doing shit.
What grade? What grade?
We was
What
doing
grade?
this
What grade
at
was in
13.
13?
Ninth grade.
Oh, we was outside.
Yeah, we was outside.
We was outside.
But I'm just saying,
We was getting liquor though.
It might have been. It might have been.
But they've been doing that since the beginning of time, though. Being outside, exploring, getting pussy or playing pussy, like kissing, playing with girls. Not saying that everyone should be exposed to sex.
So let me ask you a
that
question.
early.
P. Let me ask you a question, P.
I agree.
When you was 10, when you was in 5th and 6th grade,
13 is too young for that.
10 and 5th. When you was in 5th and 6th grade, would you playing hide and go get it?
Yeah,
Sixth grade,
even
yeah,
younger
like
than that.
sixth,
Even
yeah,
younger
sixth
than
grade,
that.
yeah, sixth grade.
So 5th, 6th grade. So we talking
Jones
10,
Court, that was
11.
the shit.
Kids
So
like
we talking
kissing
about,
and all
so
that.
we talking
Yeah,
about 10, 11.
yeah.
So we talking about 10, 11. So you talking about 10, 11, and now
So
you
it's
got,
something like
so
the
now
same
you got the
problems.
internet.
It's
So
just
now you got
easier
the
now.
internet, and then you
just what
saying
I
that it's
heard.
definitely wrong for an 8-year-old, and I'm not going against you. I agree with 1,000 what you said. But when we talk about 10 or 11, we playing hide and go get it. There's really no difference from an 8-year-old who has this unimaginable reach of information that we can never fathom at.
So
at
it's
that
almost the
age.
same. It's
So
just
it's the
being
same
played
exact
out
thing
in a different.
way.
Okay.
Nah,
Let's
It's just
say-
easier.
It's not the same
yo,
thing.
Information is
I
the same
have
thing.
to say, I
If
think
you-
it's similar.
Let's say it is the same. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it's all wrong.
It's just wrong.
Because it's about
all
the exposure,
Right.
regardless. You were
If you
At the end of the
was
day, it's wrong.
exposed,
Yeah.
you
When we was-
exposed to sex at a certain age, like you know what I'm saying. Like
When we was in 5th grade playing hide and go get it, nigga, it was wrong.
It was wrong.
It was wrong. When we dry humping people, it was wrong.
Yeah.
We 10, we dry humping people. It's
Yeah.
wrong.
Even younger than that.
we
But
do.
you see what I'm saying? It's wrong.
We do what we see though. We all caught our parents having sex and shit like that.
laughing at this
Like we,
nigga
you know what I mean?
It's
Shit like that.
still wrong.
You know what I mean?
So
Like-
you can't be. I'm not saying that you can't.
Dry
be
humping
mad.
is wrong.
But it felt so right.
Shit out that
So
bitch,
right.
But,
You know,
but we
but
can
I'm
all
saying-
rashes and
but-
shit.
but
We
the
can all
only
agree
thing-
it was
the only-
wrong.
The only thing that
was
I'm
wrong.
saying,
It was
It was wrong.
the only thing that I'm saying is the hard part for us to understand is that we didn't have the access to information that these kids do. So to correlate what we were doing at 10 comparative. So we're all
They're
40
saying that the learning
something. So
process is
35
easier for
years
them.
ago,
I ain't 40
we didn't have
shit.
any type of that information.
Right, nigga.
And so
Let that
now,
talk.
35 years later, they have all this information. I'm just saying,
Like, they
8
can
and
find out
10
what a clitoris
Real
isn't that
fast.
far off.
You shouldn't have that
They
though.
should know.
Hell
You
no.
shouldn't have access to that. You shouldn't be exposed to
That's
that.
health class.
Hold up,
Especially
hold
at
up,
a
hold up.
certain
Dev,
age.
say that one more time, because we're going to eject this conversation.
What I
We
said?
all agree
That is
that
wrong.
It's wrong.
It's all
Wrong. Dry
wrong.
humping is wrong.
I got one last video I want to play for y'all. We'll get everybody's commentary. I probably won't even say shit, and then
I
we
ain't
get the
saying
fuck
shit.
out of here.
And I agree with Australia. I'm gonna throw that in too. I agree with
I
the
agree
social.
too.
I agree with
too.
some.
I agree too.
That nigga don't like.
Yo, we agree to
Trump,
everybody
the
agree to
military.
everything today.
The only problem I have is that they white.
Hey,
Jeff
Jetta.
don't like racists,
Jetta.
but he don't like
You
white people
motherfucking
either.
right.
He's a black racist.
Nah.
Jeff
Let
is a
me-
black
hold
racist.
up.
He loves his
Before-
white aunt.
Hey,
Dr. Umar ass
before
nigga.
before we
white
move
mother-in-law.
on, a black man can't be racist towards white people because we ain't supposed to like y'all motherfuckers. No way.
Oh shit! Video.
Now we're gonna
Video.
have it around. We gonna
I
have
don't
That,
agree
that was
with
speaking
that.
for itself.
Dev's talking about himself.
You right.
Check this out, fellas. This nigga crazy.
An 11-year-old child's been charged with homicide after he allegedly shot and killed his father's Douglas Deeds after his dad had taken away his Nintendo Switch. Police were called to a Pennsylvania
Sound like
home
white
January 13th.
Gun cannon.
Found dead
Nigga, this was last month.
Per Oxygen.com statement from the Perry County District Attorney's Office, who added, quote, due to the age of the individual involved, no identifying information regarding the juvenile will be released. In court docs viewed by news outlet
I killed
WGAL,
Daddy.
authorities say responding officers heard the boy telling his mother, I killed Daddy. The shooting tragically occurred on the child's birthday, taking place hours after his parents sang happy birthday at midnight, before the boy allegedly became upset over being sent to bed and unlocked a safe thinking it contained his video game system. Instead, the child allegedly found and loaded the gun, then shot his sleeping father in bed as he laid next to his mother. The boy was denied bail ahead of a preliminary hearing January 22nd.
That safe wasn't very safe.
So this is where I'm gonna. I don't disagree with anything that P said, but this is where I'm gonna 100%.
We're talking about this.
No.
He didn't say anything about this video yet.
I got it. What I'm gonna say is I 1,000% agree with what P said, because he said earlier the difference now with a lot of things is access.
Yeah.
So how does that kid have, number one, access to the safe number? If you didn't have access, why would a kid that young have access to know how to open a safe with a possible gun in it? So access in this situation is crazy.
What if the safe wasn't locked?
That's what I'm thinking.
Nah,
They
they
said
said
he unlocked the safe.
Yeah, they said he
unlocked the safe. How do you have access to something at that age with a gun in it?
Especially a gun owner.
Just because
How old did he
the
say
key
he
could have
was?
been in that bitch.
10.
He was 10?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He said he unlocked that.
He was
bitch.
11.
He was 11.
That's access.
Yeah, as a gun owner.
Let's think about it, right? Let's think about it, because as a son, I'm not saying this is right, but you teach them to protect when you can't. So if I can't, you can.
Yeah.
So this is where the stuff is to protect this. So
I
that
mean,
might
because you
have been
can teach your child how to shoot at a young age.
Yeah,
that might have been the thought process, but then it turned fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not giving that nigga the combination to the gun safe, though.
That's why a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old shouldn't have access to certain things, because their brain isn't developed enough to even fathom to how to be a man or to take a life.
Yeah. So that's why I brought it back to the access point, because if he didn't have access to the safe, I mean, then he wouldn't have.
So what was it? What are we gonna say it was that led the child to saying, "This is what I want to do about how I feel"? Like, why did the child?
That's definitely probably the games he's playing.
He's probably never been told no that much.
You don't think of killing nobody though. You don't just get a random thought of
Just
killing
depending how old he is, having a temper tantrum.
You're not a murderer. I'm not a murderer. How do we know that that's
He's
not
11. He's 11. Hold up.
Let's listen to each other though, please. Fellas,
I'm sorry.
'cause this is a deep conversation.
So,
like,
I just want to leave it at this, and I'm not going to say anything else.
I want you all. I want to hear what you niggas got to say.
How old was Bay when he did that? 13.
He was like in the 7th grade.
So he's like 12, 13.
13.
So 12, 13. And he
13, 12, 13.
But he understood.
And he understood exactly what he was about to do.
But he was exposed to things at an early age too.
He's out in the streets.
Yeah. So we don't know what, to go back to what access he had to different information.
Because he had to know that it was going to kill his dad. That was his intention.
The thing
because he said, "I killed daddy."
You know, the thing is, GTA, you can get killed and you come back.
Oh, okay.
You come back. You wake up at the hospital.
How old was the kid?
11. So no telling what he was playing, because the nigga took the game from him, and you thought of killing him.
That's how
that doesn't make sense if you're playing Sonic.
That's some.
If you're playing Mario Brothers,
it doesn't matter what you're playing. It's just you're not being told no.
It kind of does.
You don't think about killing somebody.
Like if you're playing Sonic, you don't have the
killing.
You don't have the knowledge of taking a life on any level,
at
right?
11,
unless you're like an avid hunter or you know what I mean. Like
it's the TV.
That's basically the same shit.
Everything's on TV. People get killed on TV every day.
My kids don't watch that shit.
I killed daddy. That's what he
shit.
said.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why I said it boils down to access. Like that's why I said in this situation I brought it back to what P said, and P said, and I agree with what he was saying. I just have a different standpoint on it, but I agree with what he's saying, and especially in this one, it's access.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might have had some mental health issues too.
Yeah,
it sounded like he had a good day.
Yeah.
It's a birthday. They told him, no, it's
birthday.
a birthday. You got to switch. I don't want to get off this shit.
And they
Fuck
sang
you,
happy
Dad.
birthday before he went to bed.
I'm not done.
Because how many times when we was little,
went to the safe, nigga.
how many times when we was little did we get a
That's
good
some temper tantrum shit. Like that's some real.
Four voices. It's four voices. You can't understand if it's four.
So how many times when we were little did we get the Nintendo or whatever game system that you wanted to have? And we was trying to play it, and Mom said, "All right, it's time to go to bed." And you would pause that joint, turn the TV off, and then when they go to bed, you might wake up in the middle of the night, turn that bitch back on, and you in there playing it. The same thing. We done did that. You know what I'm saying? So in this situation where this kid, he was up on his switch, and the dad said, you know what? I done caught you. Now give me that shit. And then he goes and puts it in the safe.
I was about to say,
y'all was playing Galactica and shit.
You know what we're not thinking
You know what I'm
about
saying?
is he
Yeah,
didn't
don't
go
do us like
immediately
that.
to murder because he went to look for the switch. He thought he was looking for the game system,
Yeah. And he ran into
and went into the gun.
He really grabbed the gun and was like, yo, dad, where the switch at?
He wanted the switch.
I got the switchy right here.
Look at that.
I got the switchy
I'll
right
give you the
here.
switch for the switch.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that has a lot. It's not like I don't know his house situation about abusive and shit like that. But if I take a video game from you, you think about killing a motherfucker.
That's crazy.
You was probably playing
Spoiled.
a game that was killing motherfuckers, and you think that a motherfucker just wake up at a hospital and you go steal a car from a motherfucker, and go back to what
You
doing
gonna
what you was
respawn
doing.
and shit.
Yeah, in my mind, that's
Damn.
what I think. Unless the
Love
nigga
it.
was mentally fucked up, but then because you can't control that.
That's crazy.
So before we leave, what should happen to the child?
Maybe got to do about at least
Well,
about 6.
I'm gonna say this because they do how they do niggas. Lock him up for life.
Charge his
Yeah,
ass as an adult.
No parole.
he should do at least 6 years.
Sit his
Well,
ass
he's
down.
gonna do until he's 18 at least.
Sit his ass down. Give him life, juvenile life. Lock him.
Well, the hard part is like this is. I mean, if we want to be serious about the situation, there has to be some sort of
I think he was being serious.
rehabilitation.
I mean,
And
dead
he
ass.
has to take. He has to understand that he has to take accountability for what he did.
Took a life.
and he took a life, and he took his daddy's life.
Dad.
So that number one is already a hit on you to take your own father's life. So that's already a hit. But understanding what happened, how that affects your life, and he's gonna need rehabilitation. He's gonna need support. He's gonna need counseling. He's gonna need all that shit because at 11, you don't understand all the time the whole severity of the seriousness of the situation that you put yourself
worse
in.
when he gets older.
Put
You know what I
yourself
mean?
in that little nigga's shoes. What you think finna happen to you?
So
You're
what I'm
toasted.
but what I'm saying is at 11 you might feel some type of way, but then at 13, 14, 15 when you need your dad and you have to realize that damn I don't have my dad because of me, that's going to in turn need you to be able to exude those emotions, to be able to process those emotions, to be able to understand and to be able to try to attempt to
Right.
move forward.
It
Or
sounds
else
like
it's
you're
just
talking
gonna
about a second chance though.
Unless he's
it's
just
not,
a
it's not about
Because
it's not
we
about
don't get that.
But it's not about the second chance though. See, this is the whole thing. Is like even if you do the crime and you go to jail, guess what? When you in jail, you have opportunities to try to make yourself a better person. You have opportunities to try to understand why you did those things. So at 11, he has to have those same opportunities is all I'm saying. I'm not co-signing what he did. I'm not doing none of that. But even if you kill somebody and you do 25 years, you did the crime and then you did your time. I'm not saying I'm going to forgive you. You know what I mean? R. Kelly, that nigga's in jail. I could never forgive that nigga. But in 2050, if he got out of jail, I wouldn't be mad because he did the crime. He did the time for his crime. So he paid his debt to society. Whether you want to agree with it or not, if we go by the statute of the law and you do a crime and they say they sentence you to 25 years and you do that 25 years, you paid your debt to that crime that you did. I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it. I'm just
saying, that nigga saying put him in there for life.
No, I'm saying the charge for murder is 25 to an L. Give him the same motherfucking treatment that you give the next nigga that come in there with the same amount of things.
But they're not gonna charge him with murder. They're probably gonna charge him with manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
They're
no
probably
first
gonna charge him
degree.
with
First
manslaughter,
degree is
which is still
25.
gonna be 10.
They're gonna give him every leeway because that's a little white boy. That's how that shit go.
I don't play race into this one, but first,
it's gotta be. The judicial system is super racist.
We're not gonna play race because we don't know race.
First-
We're not gonna talk about race.
first degree. It's not gonna be first degree. It's gonna be some.
white boy.
It's gonna be some
I
man.
just seen a white dad.
It's gonna be some manslaughter shit. He young. He probably feeling it now just because he know he fucked up and he killed his dad. He probably he going through it, but he gonna do some time. If I was a judge, I'd be like 6 years, man, 7 years. He gonna do something like that. You know what I mean? But that's a fucked up situation.
You got at least.
Well, if they charge
15
him as a
coming from
minor,
you.
he can only go until he's 18.
Yeah.
So you get 7 years anyway.
You
But
can
it's
only
gonna be-
spend that time in that minor jail, but then you can get sent off to prison too. So you got to keep that in mind.
But no, if you're charged as a minor though, then you could only go to 18.
I was just
If they
working.
charge you
I
as
was
an
just
adult,
working with niggas that's
you go
charged
up.
as a minor that got life. And they staying into the 18.
No,
they going to the big house.
You're not listening to what. I'm not charged as a minor, like they're a minor. No, if you can get charged as an adult or as a minor, when you get convicted of something. If you're charged as a minor, you can only go to 18.
You're talking about how they judge you.
Yes.
I guess I'm just gonna leave it right here. The point of any consequence is learning not to do with the action that you did to get the consequence. So if you spank your child, you spank them, and then you talk to him on why you got to spank him. So if he killed the person and he goes to jail, it's the responsibility of that consequence to somehow, some way, try to get the person to understand and to try to I don't want to say rejuvenate. That's not
program.
The word.
He already know what he did. He killed his daddy. He
resource.
know what he did. He know what he did. He
Yeah.
know he fucked up. He gonna go through it every day of his life until he die.
Yeah.
He gonna know that shit every day until he die.
Especially when that shit come clear. When the
Till the day
motherfuckers
he
you
die.
love don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
So
can't
Cap
explain
is
it.
starving. I just text my wife, asked her to heat up some stew and some buttered bread for me because I need
Niggas
to
hungry.
eat. I'm fucking
sir.
hungry, nigga. I'm
Hey,
starving.
like, follow, and
Time to
share.
go.
Peace.
Yes, sir.